Russellville.
You guys play the best country of all.
River Country. KCJC.
Welcome back to Cyclone Stadium. It's homecoming, and unlike any other homecoming we've had in many years, I'm sure there was one time where they had a homecoming where they did not have a parade, but of course no parade. Couldn't do it because of all the COVID rules. They did the virtual crowning of the Queen this morning at 9:45 a.m. They did it on our YouTube channel, Cyclone Booth. And you saw Gabby Atkins, the senior maid, get crowned homecoming queen for Russellville 2020. Congratulations to Gabby Atkins. The captains for tonight for both teams are out at midfield. Russellville's is number 27, Caleb Gray. Dawson Poindexter, number 68. Sorry about that. That's Dalton Isom, is the one for Lake Hamilton. Well, Lake Hamilton, their last game was 2 weeks ago. Last week they were supposed to play Little Rock Parkview, but Parkview canceled 2 straight games because due to COVID. So they missed a game against Greenwood and missed a game against Lake Hamilton. So it's been 2 weeks since Lake Hamilton's played. In their last game, they defeated Mountain Home 28-14. They racked up 346 yards against Mountain Home, 296 yards rushing. Owen Miller and Tevin Woodley both had a 100-yard rushing game. Owen Miller is just a junior, wearing number 2. Now, last year against the Russellville Cyclones, he rushed for over 100 yards just as a sophomore, 185 yards on 20 carries, 2 touchdowns, as Lake Hamilton defeated the Russellville Cyclones last year 42-7. Now, it was actually close for a half. Russellville trailed 14-7 at the end of the first quarter, 21-7 at halftime, but the running game just became too much for Russellville last year. Owen Miller, in their 4 victories, their 4-0 is Lake Hamilton. Owen Miller has a 100-yard rushing game in all 4. Tevin Woodley, who's number 25, has a 100-yard rushing game in 3 of the 4. So they are a running team. Now they'll throw 8-9 times, just a little rollouts, but they do it with the wing tee and they do it running the football. Usually right here, John, we take another break, but they're about ready for kickoff. So if it's okay with you, we'll just try to make that up at halftime, as we're going to jump right in to Cyclone football. Now, Russellville won the toss, and we talked about this before the game started, and I think, I hate saying aired on the air, but Dad, I think you told me that Russellville should take the ball if they win the toss, and that's exactly what they did.
Well, I think they should, be, and mainly because of the Lake Hamilton offense. We need to come down. Now, their defense is questionable, Lake Hamilton is. So if we can come down and score in this first possession, that's going to put Russellville up at a great advantage and give our defense a little bit of incentive to work against this offense of Lake Hamilton.
Realize when we say that their secondary is suspect, that doesn't mean a knock against Lake Hamilton. That means of the secondaries we've seen, because Russellville has faced some excellent secondary play and defense last week. Van Buren, that just absolutely jumped around and really confused Russellville. We expect Tommy Gillerin, the head coach of Lake Hamilton, to do the same. He's been around a long time. He's 144 wins, 100 losses, and 2 ties in 22 years. This is his 4th year at Lake Hamilton. That's where he graduated from. We're ready for football. Cyclones in all black uniforms, and almost called them the Washington football team is what Lake Hamilton looks like. It's going to be Damon Donahoe taking it at the 11. He's across the 20-25, lowers his head and lowers the boom, and he'll pick up yardage to about the 34.
Very strong runner Donahoe is. In fact, when he lowered his head, he gained another 3 yards. I was going to say, a beautiful night for football, no win at all, so that both of them going either way should be equal as far as advantages.
Lake Hamilton in all white. Their helmets look like the Washington football team. We're not allowed to, really shouldn't say what they're called now. I guess they don't have a nickname anymore, but that's their colors, the maroon and gold. Cyclones in all black. Black pants, black jerseys, white numbers, a little bit of red trim. Donahoe in motion. He's going to take the handoff on a sweep, running to the far side. He's across the line of scrimmage, pick up a couple yards to the 36. He had a 23-yard return on that kickoff. He got 2 yards there on first down. Donahoe, a 5'7" junior, and he can be electrifying, especially on the kickoff returns.
Now, listening on the radio, Russellville's moving from left to right on your radio.
Yeah, they're moving towards Cyclone Hill, which where the band is sitting this year. I kind of like him in the end zone because the home fans can hear him a lot better. Man in motion, run behind the quarterback. That's Brady Burnett. It's going to be a backwards pass to Burnett. He's across the 35-40. Can't break that last tackle, otherwise he was going to have a big gain. He is short of the first down, but it'll be third and very close. We're going to call that a pass because I think that was more side to side. So officially a completion for Russellville of 7 yards. Let's bring up 3rd down and a long one.
Yeah, if they hadn't got him by the ankles, he was going to get 1st down and more yards.
About 1.5 yards is what they really need. 3rd down for the Cyclones. And the give is going to be to Donahoe. Can he get the edge? And he leans forward, and it's going to be very close. If they give him the spot on the far side, I think he's going to be about a half yard short. It is going to be no gain. So 4th down and 1. Boy, you know, he's Coach Weaver's a gambler, and really going up against the number 3 team in the state, number 4 if you pay attention to Hootens, you really don't have a whole lot to lose. And Russell looks like they're going for it. Braden Whitford, the quarterback, is going to go empty set. 2 receivers to each side with an S-back. What do you think, quarterback draw? We'll see. Hard count. They're trying to draw Lake Hamilton offsides. Play clock down to 7, and now Russell's going to use a timeout. We don't know. They may go for it coming out of the timeout, but that was definitely try to draw Lake Hamilton offsides. We'll take a quick break. No score in this game. A 4th and 1 coming up for Russellville. You're listening to Cyclone Football on River Country KCJC.
Why trust River Valley Tinting and Glass? Well, River Valley Tinting and Glass is a family-owned business, and they take care of their customers like family too. So remember, your local auto, residential, and commercial glass and tinting company, River Valley Tinting and Glass. Check out their work on Facebook or call 890-5839 to get an estimate. Or you could always come by 2202 East 2nd Street to see all they can do for you. From a business you can trust, River Valley Tinting and Glass.
Russell back on the field after trying Lake Hamilton, try to get them to draw off sides, then calling timeout. Looks like they're still going to go for it. 4th down and a good yard. Donahoe, the running back, to the right of Braden Whitford. Burnett in motion behind the quarterback. They're going to give it to Whitford straight up the gut, and he's got the 1st down across the 45 to the 46. You know, I don't have to ask. I know you like that call to go for it, and I do too.
I do, and I'm glad they went up the middle. They tried the outside, left side twice. Haven't gained anything, but this time they tested the middle and got the 1st down.
Yeah, they needed 1, and Donahoe has 3 yards on that carry. 3 carries for 5 yards. That was on the game so far, but that was huge. Now they're going to go empty set again on 1st down for the Cyclones. Whitford going to spin, roll out to his right, not under pressure. Plenty of time to look downfield. He's running out of real estate, though. He's going to stop and backpedal and throw it and out of bounds. Donahoe was the nearest man to it, but it was well out of bounds.
I didn't know if he was ever going to get rid of the ball. A smart play by Whitford just to get rid of it. He was actually falling backwards when he threw it.
Yeah, and he gave his receivers as much chance as he could, as much time as he could to get open. It'll be 2nd down and 10. We have no scores, opening drive of the game, and like I said, we're gonna harp on this a lot. Lake Hamilton runs a wing T offense. They're very successful, but it eats up a lot of clock, and they're very successful with it, so you feel like you got to score every time you touch the ball. They're going to hand it off to Donahoe on the fly sweep, and he's into Lake Hamilton territory, takes his shoulder, knocks him down at the 49-yard line.
I don't know who gave him the block to get him to move to break up field, but that was a fantastic block.
Isaiah Clenny, the linebacker, the leading tackler on this Lake Hamilton team, is the one that knocked him down, but not before he picks up 5 yards on 1st down. You'll take it if you can get 5 yards on 1st down. That makes the play calling a lot better. I'm sorry. I guess that was 2nd down. I forgot about the incomplete pass. On 3rd and 5 now. Counter play. Donahoe, he's got the 1st down and tripped up, but he gained an extra 5 or 6 yards just putting his hand down, keeping his balance, and he's all the way to the Lake Hamilton 37.
Yeah, that's the 2nd time they've tripped up our runner by hitting the ankle, but great run by Donahoe.
Yeah, 12 yards on that pickup.
Good blocking by that offensive line.
Yeah, that blocking shifted left, and Donahoe ran right on the little counter play. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. 1st down for the Cyclones. The 1 to the right is Gavin Graham. He's at the short side of the field. Russell has it 1st and 10 at the Wolf 37. Going to turn and throw it to Graham on a little out pattern. He catches it. He's pushed out of bounds. They rode him out of bounds, didn't bring him down at the 29-yard line.
I like that little quick pass by Whitford. That gives him time. He's not going to get hit. The receiver goes down about 3 yards and turns around.
Well, there's no reason not to. If they're going to give it to you, take it. You'd be stupid to force it down the field because you just picked up 8 yards on 1st down. Russell was 2nd and 2. 2 receivers to the right. Brady Burnett in motion, fake to him, give to Donahoe, straight up the gut, and he's got the first down and more. And Russellville controlling the clock. And, Russellville's been the big play team, and Lake Hamilton this season's been the controlling clock team, but it's reversed right now.
I don't know how big Donahoe is. I haven't looked at his.
He's 5'7", 150 is what they have him listed as.
He runs like a 200-pound halfback.
He's got the first down there. 1st and 10 for the Cyclones. We have no score, but getting very close to the red zone is there at the Lake Hamilton 25-yard line. Bring him in motion again. Burnett this time. They're going to fake it to him and throw. Burnett is complete to Gavin Graham, actually. Inside the 10, inside the 5, and down around the 1. I thought Burnett they faked me out. I thought it was handoff to him, but they pulled it and fired it to Gavin Graham.
I think Lake Hamilton is getting a little taste of their own medicine as far as fakes.
All right, tight formation under center. Whitford's going to try to sneak it in with the quarterback sneak. Did he get in? No signal yet. No signal. Now there's the touchdown. Russellville was signaling. They said it's a touchdown, but you have to wait on the official. He's the only opinion that matters, and Russellville leads it 6-0.
Well, that's what Russellville needed to do. Take the ball on kickoff, move down, take some time off the clock, and score a touchdown.
Well, it is all-important 4th down and 1 that Russellville went for and converted on that kept this drive alive. Tristan Wheelis on to try the extra point. It's definitely long enough, and it's good. Russellville leads at 7-0 with 8:15 left to play in the first quarter. We'll take a break. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
Cozy Furniture on East Parkway across from Comfort Inn and Suites loves and supports the Russellville Cyclones. Come in and see Joey and Dee, your local expert Tempur-Pedic dealers, and get the mattress of your dreams delivered to you free of charge. Check out Cozy Furniture on Facebook and Instagram or shop online at koziihome.com today. Come visit the knowledgeable staff at Cozy Furniture for furniture, accessories, and your local expert Tempur-Pedic dealers in Russellville. Go Cyclones.
Well, Dad, if you scripted out the first few plays of the first drive, this is exactly the way you'd want it for Russellville. They go 66 yards in 11 plays, 3 minutes and 45 seconds off the clock, controlled it, converted a 4th and 1, and Braden Whitford takes it in from 1 yard out. Wheelis adds the extra point, and Russellville leads at 7-0.
Well, what I liked about the Russellville offense, besides the great blocking, was their call of plays. They were equal in pass run.
Wheelis added that extra point. He's got the football set not on the tee, sitting straight up. It's laying on the ground. They're going to spin kick it. It's hugging the ground. It's going to be fielded by Lake Hamilton at the 30, 35 running far side, and going to be upended there at the 38. 8-yard return. I couldn't tell who had it. But you never know. Sometimes they'll kick that squibbit. Sometimes they'll do an onside kick there.
Yeah, Elijah Clark, number 21, is the one that made the tackle, but I'm like you. I couldn't see who the runner was.
I thought it was Conrad, number 3. That's who I'm going to say unless I hear different. Okay. Now get ready for a handoff, a series of handoffs. Number 2, Owen Miller is their best running back. Tevin Woodley, 25, is not bad either. Their quarterback is Grant Bearden, number 12. Going to be under center. They like to hand off. They like to double hand off. This is the wing T offense. No wide receiver on this play. They're going to turn and hand it off to Woodley straight up the gut, and he's got across the 40 to the 43. And they're content to do this all the way down the field. I mean, why wouldn't you? You just gained 5 yards on first down.
Number 35, Christian McMullen, wrapped him up, and that's the way you're going to have to tackle this team.
And they're going 2nd and 5. They're going quick here. And they're going to give it to Miller, running left side, and Russellville's going to stack him at the line of scrimmage, push him backward. At first they were going to give him too good of a spot at the 44, and then the official took a step to the side, said no, he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Trayvon Traylor, number 61, met him and drove him back. I didn't think he made it to the line of scrimmage.
Now you're going to see him run with a wide receiver, and I don't mean run. They may run it here, but they're going to have a play with a wide receiver. And Grant Bearden, the quarterback, still under center. They still may run it here on 3rd down. Nope. He's going to drop back to pass. Looking, nothing there. He's flushed out of the pocket, rolling to his left. He's going to be hit and sacked back at the 37-yard line. Well, you get any quarterback who's a right-hander running to his left, that's going to be hard for him to complete it anyway. Bearden did the smart thing and just ate it, and a 3-and-out coming for Lake Hamilton.
When he stopped to turn and look at his receiver, Trey Potter was there, number 16, and brought him down. Good pressure by our defense.
Here's Ivan Garcia, number 91, their punter. He averages just a little over 30 yards a punt. Back deep for Russellville is Caleb Gray. He's at his own 29-yard line. Russellville not showing like they're coming after a block, but Russellville's very good at blocking punts. They're coming straight up the middle, and they got close. A wobbly kick. Gray's going to back up. It's going to hit just outside the 30-yard line, take a Lake Hamilton roll, and then bounce backwards. And they stop on it pretty quickly as they stop at the 29. So that's a 34-yard punt with no return.
Good position for the Cyclones to start their second series. We need to do the same thing. As long as it's working, just keep your offense balanced, run and pass.
Well, Russellville scored on their first drive, a 66-yard drive, 11 plays. They lead at 7-0 here. 6:19 left to play here in the first quarter. And on for the second time. Donahoe, the running back, he's to the left of Whitford, and he's going to get the call running to the right. He's across the 30, and he's wrestled down by the shoulder pads at about the 32.
I really thought possibly they grabbed his face mask, but no flag.
Gavin Graham, the receiver to the short side of the field. Donahoe was hanging around there. He could line up as the inside receiver, but he's going to move to the running back spot. 3 receivers to the left. It's 2nd down and 7. Russellville picking up 3 yards on first down, leading by a touchdown. Bring a man in motion. That's Caleb Gray. He's going to stop on the short side of the field. They're going to throw a complete screen to Gavin Graham, trying to use Caleb Gray as a blocker. He's tackled at around the 38.
And Gray did a good job blocking his first man, so Graham could gain some yardage.
That's the 3rd catch by Gavin Graham tonight for 38 yards. And look, Russellville could be content with just doing this down the field, taking what the defense gives you. That's a pickup of 8 yards, and Russellville's got 3rd down and 1. Burnett in motion, fake it to him, and Donahoe's going to get the call, and I don't think he made the first down. It's going to be, he needed the 39, and he got about to the 38. So I think it's
that's going to be close.
Yeah, they give him a pretty good spot, a lot better. I was looking at the far ref coming in, and they actually gave him a really good spot. Very good spot.
If I was a coach, I'd call for a
Yeah, I think it's short, but I think it's short the length of the football. And like we said, Jeff Weaver is a gambler, and they're not even giving him a measurement. It's short enough, and you can request a measurement. And I don't know if they're just not giving it to him or they haven't, and it looks like Russellville's going to punt. I saw one of the receivers throw his hands up in the air. I think he wants to go for it. Offensive guys always want to go for it. Russellville's going to punt here on 4th down and 1. At least we think so. So it'll be Ben Hallmark. Low snap. He's able to handle it. He gets the punt away. It's a beauty. Fair catch called for at the 26-yard line, and that was almost a muffed catch by Justin Crutchmark.
If somebody's out there could text us, I'd like to know if on a play that close where the ball is, if the coach requests a measurement, does the official have to grant
You're
that
supposed
request?
to. It's like an honor thing, and that I'm pretty sure you're supposed to. Of course, I'll find out. I have a buddy who's a high school official. I'm sure he's officiating tonight. He'll hear this because he listens to our games on Saturday, and he'll tell me, correct me if I'm wrong. It was a 27-yard punt with no return. Lake Hamilton starting with their second possession. Here's Miller running a sweep. He's got a gaping hole. He's across the 35, got the first down and more. He's at midfield. This is going to be a foot race. He's at the 40, 30, and he's going to be brought down inside the 20. And that's all it takes. That's why you felt a lot more comfortable if Russellville could have just gone up 2 scores, because Lake Hamilton, it's just like, big gainer like that. We do have a flag back at the 39-yard line near the line of, near about the first down marker, but I don't see the officials bringing it back, so we'll have to wait and see. The flag is at the 39-yard line of Lake Hamilton. The ball has been put down at the 16 of Russellville. If it stands, it's a 57-yard run, and it's a chop block against Russellville.
That's odd.
Yeah, it is. And so it'll be tacked on the 57-yard run and half the distance to the goal. It's going to be an 8-yard penalty, and it's going to give Lake Hamilton the ball 1st and goal from the 8. Boy, a turn of events. I mean, Russellville's defense holds on a 3 and out, getting the ball back, and you're feeling good up 7-0 to just like one play like that, 57 yards, and now they're knocking on the door 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Quarterback's going to give it to Woodley, and he falls forward. to about the 6-yard line. It didn't look like he ever had his feet underneath him. Tevin Woodley just stumbled forward. It'll be 2nd down and goal from the 6. Russell leading 7-0. 3:45 left to play first quarter. And Lake Hamilton knocking on the door at the Russell 6. Wing T formation, no receivers in the pattern. Woodley going to follow his blocker Miller straight ahead. He spins forward and gets into the end zone. Looked like he was hit about the 3, and he just spun and kept moving. A 6-yard run for Tevin Woodley, and they're 1 point away from tying up this game.
Yeah, the key to that drive was that them getting to our outside and racing down the field. It's unfortunate, but we can put that in the back of our mind and say, hey, they may try that again.
Alex Hertz is going to be on to try the extra point. He's perfect this year, 17 of 17. And it's blocked. Russell blocked it. I think that was Christian McMullen on the block.
It was. And I was just getting ready to say, you saying 17 of 17, you might have cursed him.
I was hoping. Christian McMullen blocked it, and I think he blocked it with like a shoulder or chest. He got that much of a push. Russell leads by 1 after Lake Hamilton's touchdown with 3:29 left to play first quarter. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
Are you having trouble deciding which Medicare plan will meet your needs? Is your mailbox full of mail from multiple insurance companies regarding different Medicare plans? Hi, I'm Mike Giroux. Finding the right Medicare plan doesn't have to be frustrating and confusing. Help is just a phone call away. Call Giroux & Associates at 479-857-2810 for an appointment and let us help you find a plan to meet your needs. We represent multiple insurance carriers and we will help you find a plan that is right for you. Call Giroux & Associates today at 479-857-2810 to schedule an appointment.
Lake Hamilton scores a touchdown. Russell blocks the extra point. Lake Hamilton, it just took them 3 plays to go 73 yards. Of course, the first play was a 57-yard run, and then a penalty tacked on to that. Alex Hertz's extra point was blocked by Christian McMullen. It's Lake Hamilton's first missed extra point of the season. 7-6 is our score. The Cyclones leading it. Hertz is going to kick off. High end-over-end kick is going to be fielded by the Cyclones' Damon Donahoe at the 2. He's across the 10, 15, 20. He's got a little bit of room. The 25 again takes on a tackler across the 30 to the 32-yard line. 30 yards on the return by Donahoe, and Russell will have the football at their own 32-yard line.
When Donahoe picks up that speed, and he's going to run over you. If you don't get out of the way, blocker or tackler, you're going to get hit.
3:20 left to play here in the first quarter. This will be Russell's third possession. They scored a touchdown on their first, punted on their second, and they're going empty set, meaning 5 wide receivers in the pattern, no running back. The man in motion is going to be Caleb Gray. He's going to take it on the fly sweep. Can he get the corner? He does. He's across the 35-40. He's down the left sideline. He's at the 45-40, 35-30. Nobody's going to catch him. 10-5, touchdown, Cyclones.
We got a flag.
We do. I saw Braden Whitford, the quarterback, back here talking to the official at the 41. There's a flag on the Cyclones. That's going to erase a 68-yard run by Caleb Gray. Would have been the longest run for the Cyclones. Coach Weaver, who does not complain to officials, he doesn't. He's kind of noted for not doing that. He is out on the field, and one official's having to move him backwards. And so you got to say that if he saw something that they're calling, it probably is the right thing. He has a right to be upset. So you're going to negate the entire run. Goodness gracious, that hurts Russellville. I mean, you're going up by, at the minimum, 7 on the fly sweep. It ends up just being technically a 1-yard penalty. However, it hurts a lot more. Russellville taking it 68 yards to the house, and it's called back.
Well, as long as we call them both ways, I have no problem. But
well, I have a problem with that one because if Weaver's upset, that means that it was a bad call. Lake Hamilton only had 10 players on the field, and so did Russellville. They ran on Gabe Hogue late, and he's one of the 2 receivers to the left side. They bring a man in motion. That's going to be Burnett, and Russellville is going to get flagged for, or did they call timeout? They called timeout. They were about to get flagged because they had a receiver in motion. Another receiver moved, which is legal, but then both receivers have to come to a complete stop. It was obviously a play where the first receiver in motion was not going to. And so Russell called timeout rather than lose 5 yards. That's their second timeout. We'll take a quick break. Cyclones lead at 7-6. You're listening to Cyclone Football on River Country KCJC.
This is Dr. Christy Bartlett at St. Mary's Regional Medical Center. Our world has changed a lot in a short time, but your health and safety remain our number one priority. We have the supplies needed and processes in place to keep you safe. We've implemented visitor restrictions and we are reducing physical contact as much as possible. Patients and employees are required to wear masks for your protection and theirs, and your care team is screened daily. So don't wait to get the care you need. St. Mary's is here for you today and always.
Welcome back. The Cyclones seemingly had a touchdown as they went 68 yards for the score, but had it called back due to a penalty.
Well, we were still talking to him, and I'm glad he is.
Because they just moved the 5-yard penalty on Russell, and Russell had called timeout to avoid the penalty, and that's what the discussion is. Russellville was going to get flagged for 2 men in motion, and they called timeout, and they gave Russell a 5-yard penalty. They should move the ball back to the 31-yard line. That's what the discussion is, and Weaver's going to win this argument, I believe. Because technically they had not snapped. They were going to get flagged, but they had not snapped the ball when the timeout happened.
Well, they're telling Weaver to move back off the field. Well, that's fine, but you can't stop him from talking.
Yeah, it's okay. So it is going to be – they had marked off 5 yards during the timeout, and I'm sure he's saying, look, if you're going to give me the 5-yard penalty, then give me back the timeout. But they did charge Russell with a timeout, so they do move it back to the 31. So it's 1st and 11 after that 1-yard penalty against Russellville that actually negated a 68-yard run for a touchdown. Whitford going to roll to his right on first down, throwing, and Gavin Graham leaps to makes the catch, and he's pushed out of bounds, shy of the 45, but enough for a first down.
Yeah, great catch by Graham. And a great pass by Whitford.
Well, Graham had to climb a ladder to get that one. That one goes for 13 yards. Russell getting the first down. Graham's got 4 catches already in this game for 50 yards. Whitford now 5 of 6 for 57. Russell going empty backfield, 3 receivers to the right, the short side of the field. They're all bunched up here, 2 receivers to the left. They bring a man in motion, Caleb Gray. They're going to fake it to him, and Whitford's going to keep it himself. And, boy, this looks like a busted play. He spins away, and he's just going to have to go down inside the 40-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know what that play was, but whatever it was, it didn't work. It was a busted play.
It looked like it was designed to be a quarterback keeper, but it was closed up pretty quick, and Russell loses 5 yards on that play. 2nd down and 15. Ball at their own 39-yard line. Russell leading 7-6. 2:48 left to play here in the first quarter. Clock is stopped for some reason. Whitford back to pass. Going to throw the near side. It is complete. Gray had it. That should have been pass interference, and now a late hit out of bounds. Should have been pass interference because he was hit, but he was hit into the ball. Catches it, gets out of bounds, and it's going to be a late hit out of bounds after the play. He catches it out of bounds at the 46-yard line, so it's a pickup of 7 yards. And he was already out of bounds when the second hit came, and it's going to be a personal foul against Lake Hamilton. And if you're going to do something like that, the bad thing is it happened right in front of the official. He was actually out of bounds with Caleb Gray when Gray got nailed.
Yeah, the official got hit.
Yeah. All right, 15-yard penalty is going to put it down at the Lake Hamilton 38-yard line. Ball on the right hash mark. 1st and 10 for the Cyclones. 2:37 left to play first quarter. Russell leading by a point. Empty backfield once again. Whitford brings a man in motion. This is Donahoe. The snap, and he's going to hand it to Donahoe on the fly sweep, and he'll cut it back in, and he'll gain a yard before he's met by a host of Wolves. They'll give him the 37, but that'll be it.
In fact, they had to pick him up off the ground to get him stopped because he was running over people.
Well, look, God bless these kids that can shake that off, but I'm still thinking about that touchdown that got called back and Weaver being out on the field. He was upset about it. And you want your players to forget about it and have amnesia and be thinking about the next play, but I'm sitting here thinking we could have been up possibly 8 if we make the extra point. 2nd down and 9, play action pass. Whitford pumps and pumps again, and now he's going to be swarmed and dropped at the 39-yard line. Pumped a couple times, and you don't mind that if he would have thrown in trouble because you don't want to turn the ball over here.
So he was trying to go for Graham, And Graham was right between two defenders. So I think he was wanting Graham to move a little bit, but it's hard to do that when you're down there and you're covered twice.
It's 3rd down and 11 for Russellville at the Lake Hamilton 39-yard line. Whitford back to pass on 3rd and long. Looking left, going to throw a short pass, and it's incomplete. He had Stokes open, and Stokes took his eye off the ball just for a second to see the Wolves coming up. At most, they probably would have gotten 2 or 3 yards out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down 11. So now what do? That play right there told me that Russellville's going to go for it on 4th down, because that was a play to get about 5 yards. Russellville may still go for it here. They're leading by a point. 1:17 left to play first quarter. 4th down and 11. They need the Lake Hamilton 28-yard line for a first down.
Well, be thinking what's been successful for you, and that's what you're going to go with.
Got to have 11 yards. Whitford back to pass. Here comes the blitz. He's going to step up. Is he going to get out of pressure? And no, he's going to be dropped at the line of scrimmage. He stepped up in the pocket, got away from pressure a couple times, but not the 3rd time. So Russellville turns the ball over on downs.
Well, again, Lake Hamilton had good coverage, and they had a blitz, and it was Whitford just didn't have the time to really look over his receivers.
So the turnover on downs, and now you got to call on the defense to stop. With 1:05 left to play here in the first quarter, Lake Hamilton's going to shorten the game just because of the running game. Miller's going to get it on the sweep. The same play, they got 57 yards, and he breaks free again. He's at midfield. He's at the 45-40, 35-30, pushed out of bounds. Doesn't get 57 on this play, but he gets a lot here, and there's a scuffle going on back at the 45-yard line. And we've got a flag here. I think it's going to be against Lake Hamilton because they were holding down Trey Potter, not allowing him to get up, and it is going to be a hold. And what's got to eat Lake Hamilton up on that and their coaches is that was way behind the play. You know, why do that? It's going to be 10 yards from the spot. It's going to put Lake Hamilton back at their own 48-yard line. And they'll have it 1st and 10 from there. But as a coach, that's just got to burn you up. Like, what are you doing? Just let everybody go. They're going to give it on the handoff. We're running far side, and they break free. They may go. He's at the 30, 25-20, 15-10, 5, touchdown. This is Kendrick Martin, who doesn't carry the ball much. That's only his 32nd carry of the season. He goes 52 yards for the touchdown.
Well, that's 3 times that Lake Hamilton has run to that left side of our defense, and we haven't stopped them yet. So I'm sure our defensive coaches are going to make some adjustments over there, but they are hurting us going to the outside on that left side.
They decide not to go for 2 here, leading 12-7 after the blocked extra point. Hurts with it this time. He gets this one off and barely squeaked it in there on the left side. 13-7 our score, Lake Hamilton leading. We'll take a break. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
When your loved one is faced with the challenge of losing their independence, it's best to have compassionate and personalized care that operates with integrity. Your family will need a resource that works with doctors to serve as a bridge between the healthcare facility and the comfort of your home. You'll need the in-home excellence provided by Trinity Home Health. Trinity Home Health has the highest satisfaction rates from their patients here in the River Valley. If you have a loved one in need, call 479-662-4040. Trinity Home Health. Compassion, integrity, excellence.
Welcome back, Lake Hamilton. A quick drive. Look, they'll eat up time, but you got to tackle them. Russellville has found that out the hard way. They go 61 yards in 2 plays. Kendrick Martin, a 52-yard touchdown run. Extra point this time was good, and the Wolves, after that 27-second drive, lead it 13-7. Remember that it kind of flipped when Russellville had their touchdown called back, ended up going for it on 4th down, turned the ball over on downs, and then 2 plays on Lake Hamilton's drive, and they take the lead 13-7. Hurts going to kick off. This one high end over end kick again, straight to Donahoe, and he's going to field this one at the 3-yard line. Across 10, 15, 20. Bring up that right side, and they're going to bring him backwards, but he is going to get the 22-yard line. 20 yards on the return.
Wherever series Russellville started, we've been in good field position over the 20, so hopefully we can go back to what we did with that first series. Balance the offense, run, short passes, move down, and score.
The first drive for Russellville was 66 yards. Since then, Russellville's gained 24 yards on offense. Whitford with Donahoe to his left on 1st and 10. He's going to give it to Damon, running the right side. He's going to have to cut back to the left. Gets positive yards across the 35. They stack him up there at about the 37. I'm sorry, 27, not 37. Pick up a 5 yards on the play for Damon. He's got 10 carries already for 36 yards.
Well, the key to that run was when he broke back to the left into the middle of the field. That's where he gained his yardage.
Stokes for Russellville comes out. Hogue in. And also number 7, Latrell Thomas. But we're going to have to wait as the buzzer sounds. We're through 1 quarter of play. Cyclones trailing Lake Hamilton 13-7. We'll take a break. You're listening to Cyclone Football on River Country KCJC.
Thanks for listening to this EAB station for your football. This broadcast would not be possible without the support of our local sponsors like Tyson Foods. Today's Cyclone Live is exclusively sponsored by Tyson Foods. Keep it real, keep it Tyson. Whether you're listening in your car, online, or on your phone, no matter how you hear the broadcast, we're proud to be your home for the best in live football. And the next time you're at the store, remember our partners at Tyson Foods. Keep it real, keep it Tyson.
If you love quality pizza, Nonna Bella's Pizzeria at 717 South Arkansas will be your new favorite place. The dough and sauces are made daily with only the freshest and highest quality ingredients. Nonna Bella's has added many new toppings to meet our customers' discerning tastes. For the most original and fresh pizza in Russellville, remember Nonna Bella's Pizzeria. We're currently open for delivery and takeout. Order online at nonnabellas2go.com or call 479-317-1034.
As we start the second quarter, Russellville trailing 13-7, looking at 2nd and 5 from their own 27-yard line. Man in motion, Burnett. They're going to give it to him on the fly sweep, running left side. Can he get the corner? He does at the 30, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds. And I don't know if he got the first down or not. They're giving him a pretty good spot at the 34. So
yeah, he got it.
That is enough for the first down. In that first quarter, Russellville 95 yards of offense to Lake Hamilton's 135. Russellville 65 yards through the air, 30 on the ground. 23 plays to Lake Hamilton's 8. However, Lake Hamilton holding the 6-point edge. Man in motion again, that's Burnett. He runs behind the quarterback this time. Fake to Latrell Thomas. Pass complete out the far side to Gabe Hogue. Takes on a man, and he stretches forward to get to the 41-yard line. Hogue getting his first touchdown last week on the block punt. He recovered it in the end zone. They're only giving him the 40 here, reassessing it, I guess. 6 yards on the pass play. 3 receivers still left, 1 to the right. Lake Hamilton jumped but did not get in the neutral zone. Russellville looking at 2nd and 4 from their own 40. Latrell Thomas in the backfield giving Donahoe a breather, who's over here got his helmet off, just taking a break. He's on the sideline. Whitford back to pass, looking left, screen pass out here to Burnett. And he's got 3 guys coming at him, but he gets the first down. He just took them on and knocked one down out of bounds. He stayed on his feet.
That was a big old boy he knocked down.
And that throw seemed to take forever to get there. It wasn't that he didn't have anything on it. It was just thrown that far across the field. It was thrown from the right hash to past the left hash. They give him the 46, so 6 yards on the pickup, and Russellville has 8 first downs in this ballgame.
We're doing the right thing, going for 6-7 yards on first down and getting it. Takes a lot of pressure off that offensive line.
Russellville trailing 13-7. Counterplay, this time Latrell Thomas, and he's up the middle. He's across midfield into Lake Hamilton territory at the 49. And keeping Lake Hamilton off balance by faking the fly sweep to Burnett, or whoever the receiver is. That time it was Burnett. And just freezing those linebackers where they can't come forward, and Russellville picks up 5 yards. Second down, ball right at the 50. Empty backfield. 4 receivers and an S-back. Screen pass complete. No, incomplete. In and out of hands of Stokes. He's frustrated with himself on that one. It'll bring up 3rd down and 6 for the Cyclones. Whitford now 8 of 11 for 77 yards. Russellville trailing by 6. They've gone for 2 of 3 fourth downs. I know this isn't fourth down, but they may be thinking that. Sometimes that'll alter your play call. Play action, Whitford rolling out, throwing, and it's incomplete. Had Burnett in the area, but the throw was well off. And now it's fourth down and 6, and again, decision time for Coach Weaver, and it's no decision for him. He's going to kick it away.
Well, yeah, if they were a little further down the field, I think he might have went for it, but not at the 50.
Ben Hallmark coming into this game, taking over the punting duties, average 37-yard punt. Gets this one away. It's a nice punt. Fair catch called for Lake Hamilton at the 11. So 39 yards on the punt with no return. It's going to be on the Cyclone defense. Russellville, at the very least, flipped the field, giving Lake Hamilton easily their worst fielding or starting field position of the game. But they've really exposed the right side of Russellville on 3 sweeps. One of them was called back, but that's been their 2 biggest plays. Grant Bearden, number 12, the quarterback, did not throw a pass in that first quarter. We'll give it off to Miller, and running a little sweep there, and he'll lean forward, get a yard. Miller, as a sophomore last year, rushed for 185 yards against the Cyclones. He has 100 yards rushing in all of his first 4 games this year. He's got 77 already tonight, most of that coming on 1 carry. 4 carries, 77 yards. Second down and 9 for Lake Hamilton. Bearden back to pass for the first time. Actually, second time. He's being pursued, and he's going to be sacked for the second time. They've called 2 pass plays. They haven't attempted one because they've been sacked both times, and I don't know why they're doing that. They went backwards, and he sacked back at the 2. They're going to give him the 3-yard line.
Yeah, that's number 61, Trayvon Trailer.
I think he got the first sack, too. I think.
Yes, he did.
Third down and 18. Well, now, probably a passing down, but they're not really geared to just drop back and throw, so they may just run it to give their punter some room, or just figure that's the best chance they got to get 18 yards. And it is going to be a run play. And Russellville, he breaks a tackle at the 5. He stumbles forward to the 10, 15-yard line. That's okay, but that's awful scary when Miller's got the ball like that.
Yeah.
12 yards on the pickup. It's 4th and 6. They're going to be punting, hiking it from their own 15-yard line. And how about a bad snap here? I go for that, wouldn't you?
Right over his head.
We'll take the safety and get the ball back on a kickoff. Ivan Garcia standing right at his 1-yard line. And back to return the kick usually is Gray, but I think, is that Gray? I can't tell. Whoever it is back at midfield. Garcia has to move to his left. He does catch it, get it away. It's a spiral. It's a beautiful kick. Donahoe is the one back there. It bounces. It gets away from him, takes a Lake Hamilton roll, and rolls out of bounds. Good grief. Terrible time for Russellville for a good punt. That was a 46-yard punt.
41-yard punt.
And no return. 46 yards on the punt as it goes out of bounds at the 39-yard line. Russellville, though, does stop Lake Hamilton. They get the ball at their own 39.
And they stopped him on a pass play, and you have to ask, why would he pass back there?
Yeah, I hope they keep doing it. Usually they pass to try to keep you honest. They lull you to sleep with that run. Russellville has not been faked out of that part. Russellville looking at first down from their own 39-yard line, trailing 13-7. Man in motion is Donahoe. He's going to fake it on the fly sweep, and catching it on the stride is Brady Burnett. Spin move inside the 45, inside the 40, gets to the 35.
And that spin move for Brady got him an extra 5 or 6 yards. Great move by Brady. Great throw, great catch.
Yeah, he caught it in stride, and they faked me out again. I thought it was a handoff to Donahoe. 26 yards on the pickup. And Whitford now has thrown for over 100 yards in this game, 9 of 13 for 103. That's the third catch for Brady for 39 yards. First and 10 for the Cyclones at the 35-yard line of Lake Hamilton. Screen pass this near side. It's complete to Stokes, and he's pushed out of bounds. Good little positive play there, and probably gets the confidence back for Stokes.
Yeah, he's dropped 2 of them, and one of them he just took the eyes off the ball. He was waiting to see if he was going to get hit, but you're right. Good confidence builder.
Yeah, he's got 3 yards on that pickup. Second down and 7. The Cyclones trailing 13-7, but on the move with that big pass play to Brady Burnett. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And Burnett in motion, fake to him, give to Donahoe, and just no room on that left side. And they drive him backwards, and they're blowing it dead, and they Russellville fans want a flag on a late hit. They're not going to get it. They push him back all the way to the 40-yard line, but he's given forward progress to the 32. So think about that. He was pushed back 8 yards and driven down. That's why the Cyclone fans are upset. So officially a carry for no gain. It's 3rd down and 7. Russellville just can't stop here. They've got to get something moving here. Got to pick up a first down. 2 receivers to each side. Whitford rolls out to his right. He's got some room over there if he wants to run, but still rolling to his right. He's pointing at Brady, says go down field, and a pass goes off the hands of a Lake Hamilton player and out of bounds. He was trying to get Burnett to release and go because there was nobody behind him, but just not enough time. It'll bring up 4th down and 7. Well, you're at your own 32. It's too far out for a field goal here because it would be 49 yards. You can pooch it, try to still win the field position battle, but Russell's looks like they're going to go for it. They need the 25-yard line for a first down. 4th down and 7. Russellville trailing by 6. Whitford back to pass. Here comes a delayed blitz. Steps up in the pocket, complete on the screen pass to Stokes. Slips a man at the 30. Can he get the edge? He stops there, breaks a tackle, leans forward to inside the 25, and he got the first down.
Good move by Stokes.
Well, he didn't have it when he caught it. He didn't have a clear path when he caught it. But he broke a tackle, and then there just came a point where he just says, I've just got to tuck and go forward, and Lake Hamilton backed off a little bit because Stokes, pretty big boy. He's 6'3", 185. 8 yards on the pickup. They needed 7. Russellville, with their 10th first down of the ball game, has it 1st and 10 at the Lake Hamilton 24. Here's the give on the sweep to Donahoe. Can't get the edge there. No, he breaks a tackle in the backfield. He's across the 20 and pushed out of bounds inside the 20. And I quit on Donahoe. I don't need to do that anymore. He slipped that tackle. I thought he was going to be brought down the backfield, but Donahoe too strong for that.
Yeah, and Donahoe's complaining that once he was out of bounds, he got hit. And right there in front of the official. Of course, the official didn't call it. But
well, and credit Damon. He didn't lash back. He pointed at the official, said, look at this. He was smart enough to not give a push back because usually it's sometimes it's the second thing that the official sees. So good job by Damon. 2nd and 4 after the 6-yard pickup. Whitford going to throw to this near side. It's complete to Stokes. Can he keep his balance? He can't. He gets out of bounds or tripped up at the 6-yard line. It looked for a second that was going to be a pick 6, but Stokes wrestled it away.
Yeah, it went right through the hands of the defender.
And if Lake Hamilton picks that off, it's a touchdown because he had nothing but green pastures in front of him. Russellville, though, has it 1st and goal from the 6, trailing 13-7. 5:37 left to play here in the first half. And here's a fake to Donahoe. Slant pass, complete, touchdown to Brady Burnett.
And that was a beautiful slant pass. I mean, Brady came from the right side right across the middle, and Whitford just laid it in there.
Touchdown Cyclones, and we're all tied at 13. 5:24 left to play in the first half. And Tristan Wheelis on to try the extra point for Russellville. The extra point is long enough, and it is good. Cyclones take back the 1-point lead at 14-13. We'll take a break. You're listening to Cyclone Football on River Country KCJC.
Feltner's Athletes Corner half of half clearance sale is now in progress. Save half of half off footwear from Nike, Asics, Brooks, New Balance, Keen, and Chaco. Save half of half or more on apparel from the North Face, Columbia, Patagonia, Mountain Khaki, Kavoo, Under Armour, Nike, and many more. Feltner's Athletes Corner, 2320 West Main Street in Russellville. Open 9:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday. All sales during this special savings event are final.
Cyclones take a 1-point lead, 14-13. On the scoring summary, they go 61 yards in 8 plays. Braden Whitford hit Brady Burnett on the quick slant for a 6-yard touchdown pass. Wheelis kicked the extra point. The drive took 2 minutes and 29 seconds, and Russell leads it 14-13 with 5:24 left.
And the good thing about that drive is giving our defense a chance to rest.
And again, they're going to set the football on the ground, meaning no tee. Now, last time they squib kicked it, but Lake Hamilton brings everybody up to inside or just outside their own 35-yard line. Sometimes they do onside kick, sometimes they squib it. They're going to squib it. It goes past Lake Hamilton. It's a free ball. Lake Hamilton's going to retreat and pick it up at the 19-yard line. And let's see, he's going to get stopped at the 20. A 1-yard carry for Kendrick Martin. It's almost like Kendrick Martin thought that it was a dead ball almost. I mean, I don't know, he didn't, but he just sort of waiting for his blockers to move. And they're giving him, I think they're giving him just the 19. Are they going to put it down to 20? They're going to put it down to 20. So officially a 1-yard return by Martin.
Boy, that's a good kick by Wheelis. I mean, it went through everybody, and it's a live ball once it gets past 10 yards.
And we've seen Russellville do this the whole year, and I don't know if the Lake Hamilton players have, so we knew that he could actually kick it that far. I don't think Lake Hamilton realized that because they had come up so far almost to their own 40-yard line. Wheelis saw it. He said, I'm just going to kick it right through everybody, and Lake Hamilton going to start at their own 20-yard line. Play action pass. Beard going to step up. He's going to heave it downfield. He's got a man wide open. He overshoots him by a couple yards. He was looking for Destin Rhodes, number 24. Like I said, they can lull you to sleep with that.
And number 19, Brent Wilbers was back there covering. Good job.
And Russellville has changed their defense up. Most teams do when they're playing a wing tee because you see so many spread offenses in this conference. Only one team running the wing tee. 2nd down and 10. A little surprised that Lake Hamilton called a pass play on 1st and 10. That's officially their first pass. Previous two have been sacked, and now we have Whistle stopping the play. I think Lake Hamilton jumped.
Yeah.
There's somebody on this right side, I believe. I don't know what the call is, but that's what it looked like. And, yeah, it's going to go against the Wolves. That's just the 3rd penalty on Lake Hamilton in this first half for 30 yards. That one a 5-yard. 2nd down and 15.
Watch this sweep.
Yeah. They've
you know it's coming.
Yeah, they've hit it a couple times. Wing T formation that they run, no wide receivers now. They've got 3 backs in the backfield. No, an S-back steps up. This is Miller going in motion. They're going to hand it to Woodley, and he's got a big hole. He's across the 30, 35, 40, and it's a foot race, and Wilbur's going to catch up to him on the Cyclone side of the 50 at the 42. Tevin Woodley, big gainer there. There's a quick hitter there, and it flips the field for Lake Hamilton.
Yeah, it's good tackle by Wilbur's, hitting him around the ankles. Once you hit them there, they're not going to go anywhere.
43 yards on the pickup. They're going quickly to the line of scrimmage. Bearden under center. He's going to turn and hand it to Miller on the sweep to the right side. Russell stringing it out, and they're going to drop him for a loss back at the 45. Loss of 3 on the play.
Booker, number 24, made that stop.
They put him back at the Cyclone 45-yard line. They go back and huddle. However, the quarterback, Bearden, started to go towards the huddle. He turned around, visited with his coach, and now he runs back to the huddle. Play clock, plenty of times, down to 21 seconds. 2nd down and 13 for the Wolves. Russellville leading by a point, 14-13, with under 4.5 to go here in the first half. And they're going to give it to Woodley. First man 3, breaks free. He's at the 35-30. He's at the 20, 15, 10. Can Russellville catch him? And no, he's going to get into the end zone for the touchdown. That was a quick hitter, and they continued on the fake on the sweep. And Russellville, I don't think they realized that Woodley had the ball until he was a good 3 or 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage, or past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it's good faking by that quarterback for Bearden. That's a good fake.
Tevin Woodley carries it 45 yards for the score. He's over 100 yards on 5 carries, and that's his 2nd touchdown of the game, and Lake Hamilton up 19-14. They had an extra point blocked. They made the second one, and it looks like now they're going to go for 2. 4 minutes, 1 second left to play here in the first half, and they're going to try to go up by 7 for the first time. Bring a man in motion. Woodley's the only back. It's a toss sweep to him, and he drops the football. He's going to fall. It doesn't matter, even if Russellville covered it or Lake Hamilton covered it. The only thing that matters is if Russell could scoop and score it. So the 2-point fails, and Lake Hamilton leads it by 5, 19-14. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
Hey, it's Drew Mitchell for Lakeside Oral, Facial, and Dental Implant Surgery. Lakeside is really proud this year to be sponsoring our local sports all throughout the River Valley. They're committed to the area. It's just another way they show that. When you're in the market for dentures, wisdom teeth, or whatever the case may be, remember Lakeside Oral, Facial, and Dental Implant Surgery, and check out their website at lakesideofs.com. Lakeside Oral Surgery, helping make the broadcast of local sports throughout the River Valley possible.
Welcome back. 4 minutes, 1 second left to play here in the first half. Another quick drive for Lake Hamilton. They've had 3 quick drives. This one does go over a minute, though. The previous 2 touchdown drives had gone under a minute. This goes a minute and 23 seconds. They go 80 yards in just 4 plays. Tevin Woodley, a 45-yard touchdown run. A 2-point play failed. They tried to toss to Woodley, and he dropped it. Looked like it was a pretty good toss. Looked like it was on him, not the quarterback. So they score 6 and not 8. They lead at 19-14. Russ will get the ball back. Plenty of time. They still have 1 timeout left. High end over end kick, but this is probably going to be fielded the closest, and Donahoe takes it at the 12-yard line. Running to his left, he's at the 20, 25, 30, and he's going to be tackled and brought out of bounds past the 35. Waiting to see where they're going to spot it.
Every time Donahoe hits somebody, especially at Lake Hamilton, they may tackle him, but the defender goes backwards every time.
Well, hopefully he doesn't hit our guys, but our guys probably would go backwards. Damon's a load. That one goes 26 yards on the return, and Russ will have the ball at their own 38-yard line. The previous 2 or 3 that Hertz has kicked, I think, went inside the 5. That helps Russell out a little bit, that short kick. 3:53 left to play here in the first half. The Cyclones trailing 19-14. Man in motion is Burnett. Goes behind the quarterback and to the running back. They throw a completed pass out the far side. He's got some room. He's across the 45 at midfield. Little stutter step. Gets into Lake Hamilton territory inside the 45.
That's a great pass and a great run by Burnett. Nobody out there.
We'll call that one a forward pass till we're able to review it. They give him the 44-yard line, so 18 yards on the pickup. And Burnett now 5 catches for 63 yards. Russellville, their 12th first down of the game. And they've been the team with the time-consuming drives, and Lake Hamilton's been the team with the quick-hitting drives. The opposite of what we expected. Donahoe gets the call on the draw, trying to bounce it outside. He does for a yard, maybe 2. I think they're going to give him the 41-yard line.
Second down and 8 at the Wolves' 41-yard line.
They give him the 41, so pick up of 2. Checking to see. Ball in that right hash mark. Clock is rolling as he stayed in bounds. 3 minutes, 19 seconds left. I mean, of course you want to score, but ideally you'd like to score on the last play of the first half. You don't want to give Lake Hamilton's offense another chance. Russell trailing by 5. Play action pass. Whitford throwing, completed pass to Brady Burnett. He's going to be slung down at the 36-yard line, I think is where we're going to give him a spot. If so, that'll be a 5-yard pickup.
Yeah, they're going to put it down at the 36.
Burnett, a baseball player for the Cyclones, and he'll play next year for Arkansas Tech. He's already signed a letter of intent. A couple baseball players that are starters on this team. Tristan Wheelis, also going to play at the next level. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, so empty backfield for Braden Whitford on 3rd down and 3. Bring a man in motion is Donahoe. Completed pass to Hogue. No, he dropped it. He went down to catch it, thought he had it and rolled, but when he came up, the ball popped free. So it's 4th down and 3, and now decision time once again for Coach Jeff Weaver. Well, going for it on 4th down. Russell's done it 3 times, converted twice. They got 4th and 3 here. The one they went for didn't get was 4th and 11. They're going to go for it here. They need right at the 33 of Lake Hamilton for a first down. Clock stopped, 2:26 left to play first half. Empty backfield, hard count. They got Lake Hamilton to jump, but not in a neutral zone. If it's a neutral zone, you can't jump back in high school football. It's an automatic dead ball. Russell resetting with 4 seconds on the play clock. Bring a man in motion's Donahoe. Fake it to him, and Braden Whitford's going to keep it. He's got the first down and more. He's got it at the 30, at the 25, inside the 25 to the 23. How about that?
Yeah, they weren't expecting that at all, and there was an opening there right up the middle, right off that right guard.
Well, to be fair, I wasn't expecting it either. So 13 yards on the pickup for Braden Whitford. And he gives Russellville their third first down of the first half. 23-yard line is where Russellville sits. 1st and 10 for the Cyclones. 2 minutes, 12 seconds left to play here in this first half. Trailing 19-14. Whitford pulls it. He's going to look. He's going to throw for the end zone. He's going for Graham, and it's going to be incomplete. Boy, that was close to being intercepted.
Man.
I think that was Gavin Graham out there. Whoever it was playing defense for the Cyclones.
Yeah, it was Graham, and that ball was just underthrown a little, and Lake Hamilton defender has hands on it.
Yeah.
Good defense by Graham.
I think that was Marion Conrad out there. I think that's number 3 out there. Yeah, he had his hands on it, and Graham had to be the defensive back. It stops the clock with 2:01 left play in the first half. Russellville trailing by 5, looking at 2nd down and 10. Empty backfield once again with an S-back. Whitford going to roll to his right. He's being pursued. Backpedals all the way back to his 35. He's going to throw it out of bounds. Was there a receiver in the area? Okay, good.
Was down there.
Because there has to be. There's nothing outside the tackle box in high school football. You have to have a receiver in the area. So bring up 3rd down and 10 for Russellville. Well, from here, it's a 40-yard field goal. Wheelis has the leg. I'm just thinking ahead because you could think if they're thinking field goal, then they may go for the end zone here. If they're thinking go for it on 4th down, they'll probably try to get half of it here. Minute 52 left to play, first half. We're not worried about that. We're looking at 3rd and 10 from the Wolf 23-yard line. Back to pass, delayed blitz. He's going to throw, complete a pass to Graham. He's got some room at the 20, at the 15, dodges a man there at the 10, at the 5, and he's hit from behind, which pushes him forward to the 3-yard line. 20 yards on the pickup.
Boy, that was a great call, great delay by Graham. Linebackers were coming in, and he just went to where the linebackers were.
Well, it's a middle screen there, and the clock rolling now with 1:39 Russellville, 1st and goal from the 3-yard line of Lake Hamilton. They have no reason to get in a hurry here. Whitford under center, going to be a quick hitter with Damon Donahoe, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. Only bad thing about that is I wish we would have eaten up a little more clock. Minute 29 left, but we'll take it. You can't be picky and choosy on touchdowns against the number 3 team in 6A.
Take the points.
They're at number 3 in 6A. Hooten's dropped them to 4 in 6A, even though they had a week off. They moved up Benton. I just don't think that's fair. Other team cancels because of COVID, and you get dropped. The extra point by Wheelis is good, and Russellville leads it by 2, 21-19. We'll take a break. You're listening to Cyclone Football on River Country KCJC.
Joshua's Fine Jewelry, your locally owned, family-owned luxury jewelry establishment in the heart of downtown Russellville, is having a really wonderful watch sale right now. 50% off all in-stock Citizen watches now until October 1st. That means Rose Gold, Eco Drive, 50% off. Preview some of these amazing Citizen watches by following Joshua's Fine Jewelry on Facebook and Instagram, or shop online at joshuasfinejewelry.com.
KCJC Dartnell, Russellville.
You guys play the best country of all.
River Country. KCJC.
The Cyclones take the lead. For the third, is that third time we've had a lead? Lead at 21-19. Russellville goes 62 yards in 9 plays. Lead at 21-19. Damon Donahoe capped it off with a 3-yard touchdown run. Wheelis added the extra point. 2:32 left to play, or on the drive, should say. Minute 29 left to play.
And the key thing is you're giving your defense a chance to rest.
They're playing Johnny Be Good. It's a good song by Calvin Klein back in the 50s, wasn't it? Wasn't that his name? 21-19, Cyclones leading it. Wheelis going to kick off. Same situation. He's going to kick this one a little short, and it's going to be covered by Lake Hamilton. Isaiah Clenny, their linebacker, at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like he kicked it right to him, and he just got down on his knees and covered the ball.
So the Wolves will have the ball at their own 40-yard line. Russellville leading by 2, and Lake Hamilton with all 3 timeouts. as a shift, and they did this last time. They hit a quick hitter. Do they do it again? No, this time they give it on the sweep, and Russellville did a good job on that one, allowed a yard. And I think that was number 4 on the carry. Kendrick Martin, was it?
I believe it was. Gabe Hogue, number 34, was the one who made the stop. They're coming out quick.
Well, they got to think that, hey, we do have to go quick. They can hit it all in one play, but we're nearing the minute mark. Bearden going to roll out and step up in the pocket. He's going to heave it downfield. It's going to be up for grabs, and it's going to be incomplete. Again, second time he's gone to Destin Rhodes, and Rhodes was, I won't say wide open. He had a step, but it'd take a really good pass, and the pass was just overthrown by a couple yards. Wilbers again there on coverage. And that stops the clock with 54 seconds left.
Man, we got to be careful with this quick hit right up the middle. That killed us last time.
Lake Hamilton's just got to go for the first down because if they just run the ball to start the clock, Russellville will call timeout. So they got to pick it up. There's the quick hitter, and they got Woodley wrapped up, and he's going to be stopped very short. Very close is what I meant to say. He's short of the first down by a half a yard. Boy, I don't know what they're going to.
They'll go for it.
And we'll see. If Russell will call timeout, they definitely, I think, go for it. Russell's going to let the clock run. I mean, you almost have to in this situation. The clock rolling, 30 seconds left, 29. That's the game clock. And, yeah, they're going to go for it on 4th down and 1. Quarterback sneak, and he stood out. Second push got it. He got stood up, and he was short. But then the second push, and he got pushed by Owen Miller, which is legal in high school football. And that gives them the first down. It stops the clock. But Lake Hamilton's going to use their first of 3 timeouts. They have it 1st and 10 at the Cyclone 49-yard line. We'll take a quick break. Russell leading by 2. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
How many times have you had to go without your heating or your air unit when you needed it most? Your family's freezing or sweating, and they look to you for relief. You call someone, and they say it's going to cost an arm and a leg to fix. Do you really feel like you have a choice? Well, now you do. Call Tony at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air at 479-964-4004 for a free second opinion from a guy you can trust to take care of you and your family and get that unit running on all the extra charges. Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air.
Lake Hamilton looking at 1st and 10, quickly back to action. Now to shotgun for the first time. Bearden, play action pass. He's going to heave it once again downfield, and it's going to be complete at the 25, at the 20, 15. They get to the 12. This time they go to Isaiah Clenny. And they're going to call timeout. They don't have to yet, but they're going to go ahead and use their second timeout. Big play there for Lake Hamilton. 37 yards on the pass play.
A lot of air underneath that ball. I was hoping it would get picked off, but he threw it to the outside shoulder of the receiver. We weren't able to knock it down.
Yeah, it was going to be complete or incomplete. It wasn't going to be picked off. But 37 yards on the pickup. We're going to keep it right here. And that flips the field, stops the clock with 11 seconds left. Lake Hamilton, let's see, with a timeout here, you could do 2 running plays, maybe 3 passing plays. Their field goal kicker is 2 of 4 on the year. His longest has been 40 yards, so it's well within his range. Right here would be a 29-yarder. But you do need to save that timeout in case you don't get the first down. They have 1 left. And I think if they wouldn't have got those 8 yards on that run to give it 4th down, I think they might have just let the clock run out. I think Russell would have allowed it. 1st and 10 for Lake Hamilton at the Cyclone 12-yard line. 11 seconds left in the first half. Bearden goes under center. Man in motion. That's Miller, and he's on a 3-point stance. They're going to little toss sweep. It's going to be a halfback pass. It's going to be incomplete. Incomplete in the end zone. The man was covered. They tossed it to Justin Crutchmer. And I can't tell who he threw it to. He's southpaw. He threw it left-handed, but they were covered up. There's 2 people back there for Russellville.
Yeah, Wilbers was one of them. He went for the jump ball.
Well, it stops the clock. 6 seconds left. They're going to go ahead and attempt the field goal, which I think smart move because you never know what could happen 6 seconds, even though they have a timeout. This is going to be Alex Hertz. He's 2 of 4. His longest is 40. This will be a 29-yarder. Russell going to come after it. The kick is definitely long enough, and it is good. 1 second left, and they run it off. So we come to the end of the first half. Lake Hamilton takes the lead on the last play of the first half on a 29-yard field goal, and they lead the Cyclones 22-21 here at halftime. And we're going to keep it here just for a second. And Coach Weaver out to, I thought he was out to talk to one of his players. I think he's out to talk to the official. Remember, he's upset about one of the plays that Russell had a touchdown called back. He was upset about a different play, and he actually got it overturned. And I don't know what he's upset about here, but he's giving one of the officials an earful as they're walking off the field. So we'll take a break. We're at halftime. Russell trails by a point, 22-21. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
How can I help you?
Can you turn on the porch light? I can't see anything.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
Ow! Not every innovation is helpful. But the new ITMs at First State Bank can help you achieve your banking needs at the push of a button. Interact with local tellers, cash a check, and more, right from your car. Plus, ITMs are open weekdays from 7 to 7. To learn more about First State Bank's new innovative services, go to fsbitm.com.
Maybe you're moving some dirt around the house. Got jobs to do. Well, maybe you don't have what you need. River Valley Tractor has it, and they have great prices and great people. They treat people like you would expect to treat family. Kubota has you covered. Construction equipment, farm equipment, zero-turn mowers. Go by today and see the family at River Valley Tractor, 702 Weir Road in Russellville. Call them today at 968-3795. That's 968-3795.
For over 70 years, Old South Restaurant at 1330 East Main Street in Russellville has been faithfully serving the River Valley. Whether it's starting your day with a good old-fashioned breakfast or helping you make it through the workday with a hearty home-styled lunch, and of course serving your family with a dinner that would even make your mama proud. Old South Restaurant on Main Street in Russellville. We're here for you.
We're here for you, so come on by Old South.
Hi, this is Danny Hips, General Manager at Phil Wright Autoplex, and we know that some of our customers who buy from us because of our world-class brands, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Toyota. But we are proud that a whole lot of our customers buy from us primarily because of our trustworthy people. And for the past 45 years, we've been earning that trust one vehicle at a time. Order your new vehicle today at philwright.com or come see us at 3300 East Main in Russellville. Because if you haven't bought from us lately, it's because you haven't shopped with us lately. So come see us.
Welcome back. The Cyclones trailing at halftime by a score of 22-21. We had a scoring play on the last play of the first half, and so we give you the scoring summary. We'll always do that, and so even though it's halftime, we're going to do that. Looked like Russell was going to go into halftime leading. However, Lake Hamilton takes the last remaining 1 minute, 29 seconds left, and they go 48 yards in 7 plays. Alex Hurt kicking a 29-yard field goal. It gives Lake Hamilton the 22-21 lead. Russellville led 7-0. They fell behind. It was 7-6, but then they fell behind 13-7. They took a 14-13 lead. Lake Hamilton went up 19-14. Russellville took the lead again 21-19, and now we sit with the Wolves with a 22-21 lead. Just back and forth game as for in this first half. And I turn to my color man, Aaron Duval. What do you think of the first half?
Well, the first half, to me, the key word is balance. Balance offense, running and passing. Short passes, that's the key to the whole thing with Russellville, where short passes turn into long gainers. There's been a couple of times he went for a deep pass, but the little slant pass across the middle, the little swing pass out to the outside, and Donahoe doing the running up the middle and a little bit to the outside. It's just been a great offense to watch. We said at the beginning, controlling the ball, giving our defense a chance to rest, which they have, and the defense has come through. We've had a little problem with them breaking to their right side on about 3 runs. Of course, one of them got called back because of the penalty, and I'm sure the coaches are going to talk about that at halftime. We've got to put that to rest. We got to stop that because they did some long gainers, and that quick pop up the middle, right off the right guard, and you talked about the guards at the beginning of the game. The fullback, or number 35 if he's classified as a fullback, going right up the middle. A quick hit off that right guard. We've got to stop that. But overall, I think Russell's playing a good game. They're playing a smart game, and we're not being penalized by making stupid mistakes. So we did get called back on that one. Whether that was a mistake by the official or by us, Weaver's been letting them have it. Man, he was letting them have it when it's going off the field at halftime. But I like to see that. That lets the official know the coach is watching. And they may keep me off the field, but they can't keep me from talking.
And you said 35, but you meant 25. Tevin Woodley, who has 109 yards rushing just on 6 carries. 45 is long one and a couple touchdowns. And Owen Miller, who just torched Russellville last year with 183 yards on the ground, has 86. They've run the ball well. Russell, even with that long gain being called back, Russell's got 65 yards rushing too, but they've got 176 through the air. They trail by a point, though, here at halftime, 22-21, and Lake Hamilton will get the ball to start the second half. At least on paper, the best game in 6A, the game of the week in 6A, Benton Little Rock Parkview, that's at halftime, and Benton holding a 3-point lead. Benton, number 4, number 3, who you depend on who you talk to. If you look at Hootens, they have Benton as 3 and Lake Hamilton as 4. AP, I think, has Lake Hamilton as 3 and Benton as 4. But Benton looking to pull the upset at Parkview, number 2 team in 6A, leading by a field goal. Other games in our conference, Mountain Home at home against Van Buren. They're leading the Pointers in the second quarter, 21-17. In Greenwood, not blowing out Siloam. They do lead at 28-10 at halftime, but it's not a blowout. Clarksville ahead of Alma at the half, 13-7, to give you some closer scores. The game in 4A is just being played across the river with number 3 Ozark against number 9 Dardanelle. The Hillbillies leading the Sand Lizards at halftime, 21-6. Our score here: Lake Hamilton 22, Russellville 21. We'll take a break and come back with the stats of the first half. You're listening to Cyclone Football on River Country KCJC.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, we're more than just tires. Consistent, responsive, honest and fair. What makes us different? We're the ones who care. Trust our experience to know what you need. Professional and fast to see what we mean. Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, we're more than just tires.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, 2304 East Main, Russellville.
Solid roof for your business is key to keeping your employees, products, and valuables dry and clean. If you're experiencing roof leaks that are resulting in damaged equipment, stained ceilings, and walls, then don't let Mother Nature get the best of your business. The folks at E&F Roofing offer free commercial roof inspections, but their experience is priceless for your business, not to lose productivity and extend the life of your roof. So contact E&F Roofing today for a free commercial inspection at 479-272-4069.
Taking care of families. That's what the folks at C&D Drugstore have been doing in historic downtown Russellville for more than 6 decades when it comes to all your pharmaceutical needs. When it comes to compounding, special medicines, R.D. Walker and his staff are there to serve you. And most importantly, if you need delivery, if you need curbside pickup, you need C&D Drugstore on the corner of B and Commerce in downtown Russellville, a 60-year tradition.
The right roof starts with the right roofer. That's why you should trust Miller Roofing Company. They're not just good, they're great. Miller Roofing has been serving our River Valley since 1991. Choosing an established company ensures upfront quality and back-end support for your home or business. Did you know the average roofing company lasts only 4 years? Mature, proven, and established companies carry the least risk, and that's what Miller Roofing's all about. Get your free estimate today by calling 479-890-3499 or visit miller-roofing.net.
Welcome back. The Cyclones trailing at halftime by a score of 22-21 over Lake Hamilton. Russellville in that first half had 14 first downs and Lake Hamilton's 8. Russellville 241 total yards. Lake Hamilton had 272. Breaking it down individually, Russellville 176 yards passing. That was all from the arm of Braden Whitford. He was 16 of 24 throwing in that first half. 1 touchdown. The longest pass he had was of 26 yards. His favorite target Well, in the first half, it was close. He spread it out a little bit. 6 catches for Brady Burnett, 5 for Gavin Graham, and 3 for Trenton Stokes. Burnett had 6 catches, 69 yards. Gavin Graham, 5 catches for 70 yards. Trenton Stokes, 3 catches for 23. Burnett did have the touchdown reception on the quick slant. Whitford does have a touchdown carry on a quarterback sneak, officially 5 carries, 7 yards. Damon Donahoe with 14 carries, 47 yards, and a touchdown in that first half. For Lake Hamilton, they had 37 yards passing. That was all on one pass and all in the final minute. 235 yards rushing. For the Wolves, I'll give the passing first because it was quick. Grant Bearden, 1 of 3 for 37 yards. Justin Crutchmer on a halfback pass, 0 of 1. Receiving, the only person who caught a pass was Isaiah Clemmie, 1 pass or 1 reception for 37 yards. Tevin Woodley, number 25, had 6 carries for 109 yards in that first half. 2 touchdowns for Woodley. Owen Miller, not at 100 yards yet, but he's got 86 on 6 carries. Both those guys have 100-yard games rushing almost in all first 4. Miller, who's at 86, he's rushed for 100 yards in the first 4 games, so he's 14 yards away from doing it for the 5th time in their 5 games. Tevin Woodley has it in 3 of the games. Of course, they've only played 4 games because last week they did not play Little Rock Parkview because Parkview had canceled for 2 weeks due to the COVID rules, and so they missed their game with Lake Hamilton and they missed their game with Greenwood. Other stats of that first half, the time of possession, Coach Weaver says don't look at that, even though Russell does lead 15-40 to 8-20. He says look at the total plays, and Russell is leading on total plays. 45 plays to Lake Hamilton's 21. Russellville, 2 of 8 on third down conversions. Lake Hamilton, 0 of 3. Russellville, 3 of 4 on fourth down conversions. Lake Hamilton, a perfect 1 of 1. Penalties, Russellville been penalized twice and Lake Hamilton 3 times, so that one's pretty even, and on the scoreboard it's pretty even as the Cyclones trail by a point. The 9th grade team, the Whirlwinds, kept their winning streak going as they easily defeated the Valonia Eagles last night at Valonia, 42-0, scoring 35 points in the first half and invoking the mercy rule. I think they've only lost 1 game all season. They'll be back at home here on Thursday of next week. It'll be homecoming for the junior high, and they will host Greenbrier. It's an exciting team. You need to get and see them play. 8th grade game will start at 5:30. The 9th grade game will begin at 7 o'clock right here at Cyclone Stadium. Other scores to pass along to you at halftime. Atkins leading Danville 30-16. Of course, the other area scores: Lamar ahead of Waldron 26-14. We mentioned you at half. Ozark leading Dardanelle 21-6. And in our conference, the big game that everybody was talking about is at the half, and Benton leading Little Rock Parkview 16-13. The Cyclones will travel to Greenwood next week, but then they got Parkview here in 2 weeks. That's the next game at Cyclone Stadium. We're going to take a break, come back with more of your halftime show. Russellville trailing 22-21. You're listening to Cyclone football on River Country KCJC.
Hey guys, this is Carl Kirtley with Centennial Bank, and we love tailgates, pep rallies, and Friday night lights. The new school year, nothing brings a community together like football. Now more than ever, Centennial Bank is proud to cheer all the student athletes in the River Valley. Centennial Bank believes the teachers, administrators, and staff of our local schools help make our communities great, and we applaud their persistence, preparation, and hard work during these difficult times. Centennial Bank invites you to be a part of this great tradition and show your support this season. Now let's go play some football. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
Why trust River Valley Tinting and Glass? Well, River Valley Tinting and Glass is a family-owned business, and they take care of their customers like family too. So remember, your local auto, residential, and commercial glass and tinting company, River Valley Tinting and Glass. Check out their work on Facebook or call 890-5839 to get an estimate. Or you could always come by 2202 East 2nd Street to see all they can do for you. From a business you can trust, River Valley Tinting and Glass.
Cozy Furniture on East Parkway across from Comfort Inn and Suites loves and supports the Russellville Cyclones. Come in and see Joey and Dee, your local expert Tempur-Pedic dealers, and get the mattress of your dreams delivered to you free of charge. Check out Cozy Furniture on Facebook and Instagram, or shop online at koziihome.com today. Come visit the knowledgeable staff at Cozy Furniture for furniture, accessories, and your local expert Tempur-Pedic dealers in Russellville. Go Cyclones.
Cyclones. Are you having trouble deciding which Medicare plan will meet your needs? Is your mailbox full of mail from multiple insurance companies regarding different Medicare plans? Hi, I'm Mike Giroux. Finding the right Medicare plan doesn't have to be frustrating and confusing. Help is just a phone call away. Call Giroux & Associates at 479-857-2810 for an appointment and let us help you find a plan to meet your needs. We represent multiple insurance carriers and we will help you find a plan that is right for you. Call Giroux & Associates today at 479-857-2810 to schedule an appointment.
Welcome back at Cyclone Stadium. They're honoring the inductees to the Cyclone Hall of Fame. Didn't get to do the parade this year, and so they are honoring them here. They usually do this anyway, so they're able to do this. So that's nice, but the kind of bummer you don't get to have your homecoming parade and all that. They did do the crowning of the Queen virtually. They did online on our YouTube channel, so you're able to go watch that. It's on Cyclone Booth, our YouTube channel, if you want to see that. Gabby Atkins is the senior maid that got crowned a 2020 homecoming queen. This is the 11th time that Lake Hamilton and Russellville has squared off. Russellville holds a 7-3 edge in the previous 10 matchups, although they trail by a point here. For Russellville, they took the opening drive and got on the board first. They went 66 yards in 11 plays in 3 minutes and 45 seconds, converting on a fourth down at one point, and Braden Whitford taking it in from 1 yard out. Wheelis added the extra point with 8:15 left to play in the first quarter. Russellville led 7-0. Russellville had a chance to go up 2 scores and wasn't able to, and as they had stopped Lake Hamilton on the first drive, Lake Hamilton made good on the second drive, though. They went 73 yards in just 3 plays. Took them 56 seconds to do it. Tevin Woodley, a 6-yard touchdown run. It was set up by a big long run by Miller. Hertz's extra point was blocked by Christian McMullen, and Russellville still held a 7-6 lead. With 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter, Lake Hamilton took a 13-7 lead. They did it on Kendrick Martin's 52-yard touchdown run. That was a 2-play, 61-yard drive that just took 27 seconds. The extra point this time was good, and 13-7 was the score. In the second quarter, Russellville took the lead. They go on an 8-play, 61-yard drive in 2 minutes and 29 seconds, and Braden Whitford hit Brady Burnett on a 6-yard touchdown pass on a little quick slant. Wheelis added the extra point, and Russellville led 14-13. Just about under a minute and a half later, in fact, a minute 23 to be exact, Tevin Woodley for Lake Hamilton carried it in from 45 yards out on a quick hitter. It was an 80-yard drive in just 4 plays. They went for 2, and a pitch to Tevin Woodley dropped it in the backfield, so they didn't get the 2-point conversion, so Lake Hamilton led, but this time only by 5. Russellville took the lead with a minute 29 left to play in the first half. Damon Donahoe, a 3-yard touchdown run. That capped off a 62-yard drive in 9 plays. That was 2 minutes and 32 seconds. Wheelis adding the extra point, 21-19. Just didn't take enough time off the clock, though, because a minute 29 was left, and that's exactly how much Lake Hamilton needed to score. They drive 48 yards in 7 plays. They didn't score a touchdown, but Alex Hertz hit his 3rd field goal of the season, a 29-yarder, and it gives Lake Hamilton a 22-21 lead. And that's how we closed the first half. Lake Hamilton will get the ball to start the second half. And before we head to a break, we would like to remember a fallen Cyclone who gave his life for another, Chase Reel, a 2018 Russellville graduate known and loved by many in our community who was tragically taken from us last Sunday. He was a beloved son to Sarah and John Peel and Lorena and Randall Reed. Randall Reel, sorry about that. He was a member of the First United Methodist Church, an avid golfer, top golfer on the Cyclone golf team, in fact, and a member of the famous Cyclone student section. He was a well-mannered and genuinely kind young man. At the time of his death, he was a junior at the University of Arkansas in Fayetteville, majoring in business finance, and was a member of the Sigma Chi fraternity. Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for another one's friends. John 15:13. Gone too soon. Rest in peace. Chase Corbin Reel, hero, forever a Cyclone. We'll be back after this.
This is Dr. Christy Bartlett at St. Mary's Regional Medical Center. Our world has changed a lot in a short time, but your health and safety remain our #1 priority. We have the supplies needed and processes in place to keep you safe. We've implemented visitor restrictions, and we are reducing physical contact as much as possible. Patients and employees are required to wear masks. for your protection and theirs, and your care team is screened daily. So don't wait to get the care you need. St. Mary's is here for you today and always.
When your loved one is faced with the challenge of losing their independence, it's best to have compassionate and personalized care that operates with integrity. Your family will need a resource that works with doctors to serve as a bridge between the healthcare facility and the comfort of your home. You'll need the in-home excellence provided by Trinity Home Health. Trinity Home Health has the highest satisfaction rates from their patients here in the River Valley. If you have a loved one in need, call 479-662-4040. Trinity Home Health. Compassion, integrity, excellence.
Thanks for listening to this EAB station for your football. This broadcast would not be possible without the support of our local sponsors like Tyson Foods. Today's Cyclone Live is exclusively sponsored by Tyson Foods. Keep it real, keep it Tyson. Whether you're listening in your car, online, or on your phone, no matter how you hear the broadcast, we're proud to be your home for the best in live football. And the next time you're at the store, remember our partners at Tyson Foods. Keep it real, keep it Tyson.
If you love quality pizza, Nonna Bella's Pizzeria at 717 South Arkansas will be your new favorite place. The dough and sauces are made daily with only the freshest and highest quality ingredients. Nonna Bella's has added many new toppings to meet our customers' discerning tastes. For the most original and fresh pizza in Russellville, remember Nonna Bella's Pizzeria. We're currently open for delivery and takeout. Order online at nonnabellas2go.com or call 479-317-1034.
Welcome back. These Cyclones back out onto the field. Lake Hamilton's already out on the field, and they did put an extra little bit of time, so we got 3 minutes going until the second half. So we'll have time for another break here in just a minute. But Russell trailing 22-21, and I don't want to say it was a perfect first half. It was a perfect first drive for Russell, but a pretty good first half. Well, when you're a 19-point underdog and you're taking on the number 3 or number 4 team in the state, not a bad first half for the Cyclones, and they trailed by just a point, and it took a field goal on the last play of the first half to give Lake Hamilton that lead.
I think they did a lot of things. Russellville did a lot of things to confuse Lake Hamilton defense. We did our own handing off, misdirection plays, and it paid off for us. I think the passing of Whitford has been good tonight. He's hit his receivers. They've been getting open. And the thing about the receivers is what they do after they catch the ball. They've been gaining anywhere from 4 to 5, 6 yards. And if you can do that, you can march down the field. You're controlling the ball. You're controlling the clock. And you're controlling the game. And you go down and you score. And then you just turn it over to your defense. Russellville's been very successful at doing that so far in this first half.
Russellville trailed by 2 touchdowns last year, but still in the game. It was 21-7, much more in the game this time. But it kind of all fell apart in the second half with the adjustments that Lake Hamilton made, and Russellville's hoping for a better outcome. And it's all going to start with this first drive. That's going to tell a lot for both teams, to be honest with you. And Russellville's got to. They got to get a stop. It all doesn't hinge on this, but boy, it would be such a big lift if the Cyclones could stop Lake Hamilton on this first drive of the second half. We're going to take a 60-second break, John, our producer, if that's all right with you, John Henderson, and we'll come back with the second half. Russellville trailing 22-21. You're listening to Cyclone Football on River Country KCJC.
Feltner's Athletes Corner half of half clearance sale is now in progress. Save half of half off footwear from Nike, Asics, Brooks, New Balance, Keen, and Chaco. Save half of half or more on apparel from the North Face, Columbia, Patagonia, Mountain Khaki, Kavoo, Under Armour, Nike, and many more. Feltner's Athletes Corner, 2320 West Main Street in Russellville. Open 9:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday. All sales during this special savings event are final.
Hey, it's Drew Mitchell for Lakeside Oral, Facial, and Dental Implant Surgery. Lakeside is really proud this year to be sponsoring our local sports all throughout the River Valley. They're committed to the area. It's just another way they show that. When you're in the market for dentures, wisdom teeth, or whatever the case may be, remember Lakeside Oral, Facial, and Dental Implant Surgery, and check out their website at lakesideofs.com. Lakeside Oral Surgery, helping make the broadcast of local sports throughout the River Valley possible.
Well, Lake Hamilton gets the decision. Of course, they're going to start the second half with the football, which means Russellville will get to pick which goal they want to defend. There is no win, but they typically like to I'll say typically like to head towards a concession stand on the fourth quarter, but Russell's going to head towards that in the third quarter. And Russell going to kick off here. Lake Hamilton ready. We'll see Tristan Wheelis didn't use the tee the last few times he kicked off, and we'll see if he does it here. I don't think he used the tee at all. He just put the ball down. Put it down horizontally, and one time he kicked it past everybody from Lake Hamilton. The last time he kicked it straight to the 40, about 20 yards, and he's going to line it up there, and we'll see what happens. We're ready for the second half. Cyclones trailing by a point. Wheelis checking in there. I'm sure they're checking, looking up the eye in the sky, saying, "Where do you want me to kick it?" He's going to kick this one hard. It rolls past the 40. Lake Hamilton lets it go. It's bounding at the 20, the 15, and it goes out of bounds.
Oh, man.
Yeah, the one thing you didn't want to have happen. And so Lake Hamilton actually has three options. You can move them back 5 yards, kick it again. You can take it where it went out of bounds, just in case, they kick it and it went out of bounds at midfield. You take that. Otherwise, you get the ball at the 40, and I'm sure that's what Lake Hamilton will want. And, boy, that wasn't straight out of bounds. I mean, it was angled that way, but it bounced a long time. But Russell is too fast for them to get down and try to get it. I said 40. They get the 35. Sorry about that. Lake Hamilton starting with the ball at their own 35, and we have a stoppage of play. And Lake Hamilton jump. I missed it. I didn't see what happened.
I didn't either.
Yep, false start.
Yeah, false start. We'll take it.
Yep. So 5-yard penalty against the Wolves. It'll be first down and 15 for Lake Hamilton at their own 30.
I think it was the right guard, if I'm not mistaken, number 53.
That may not alter what they do, and they still can run the football. Wing tee offense, no wide receivers lined up outside. They're going to give a quick hitter, Woodley, and he's got a big hole, and he's going to go. He's going to go the distance.
That's that same play.
Yep. All the way for the touchdown. It has hurt Russellville more than once, and 2 long touchdown runs. Well, that one goes 70 yards for the score, and that puts Lake Hamilton up by 7, 28-21. They'll try to kick the extra point, go up by 8. Remember, Russellville blocked an extra point, and then Lake Hamilton chased points a little bit, which is odd in the second quarter, trying to go for 2, missed that. So had they not, they would be looking at 31 maybe if they hadn't had one blocked. This one is good. And so it's a 29-21 lead for Lake Hamilton, just like that. One play, 70 yards. We'll take a break. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
29, Russellville, 21.
Joshua's Fine Jewelry, your locally owned, family-owned luxury jewelry establishment in the heart of downtown Russellville, is having a really wonderful watch sale right now. 50% off all in-stock Citizen watches now until October 1st. That means Rose Gold, Eco Drive, 50% off. Preview some of these amazing Citizen watches by following Joshua's Fine Jewelry on Facebook and Instagram, or shop online at joshuasfinejewelry.com.
Welcome back. Just one play. That's all it took them. 70 yards in one play, even with the penalty. So officially it goes as a 60. I'm sorry. Let me start this again. Officially it goes as a 65-yard drive and a 70-yard touchdown run that took all of 13 seconds.
Team like that can change the course of a ball game real quick.
That's what I said. They don't need to. They don't need to worry about that. They don't need to worry about passing the ball sometimes. They're fine with just taking it off and running with it. 13 seconds. Boy, they've had 3 touchdown drives of less than a minute. Well, the good thing is Russell can get to go back on offense, and they've been pretty successful. 3 touchdowns in that first half. Hurts going to kick off. And Donahoe going to field it at the 5. He's across the 15, the 20. Bunches up in that right side, and he'll be stopped about the 23-yard line, I believe.
Donahoe takes it out to the 23-yard line.
So that's a return of 18 yards, and Russell will have the ball thrown 23. Russell's average starting position has been their own 31 in this game. So a little bit worse than what they've seen. They'll have the ball on the right hash mark, trailing by 8, and this is their biggest deficit they've seen. They've been down by 6, 5, and 1.
Well, we don't need to try to get it all back in one play. We just
but we'll take it.
If
they get,
we'll take it.
Yeah.
But stick to our game plan.
Empty set. Bring a man in motion. That's Caleb Gray, limping a little bit, but he'll take the handoff, cuts it up at the 25, hit and brought down at the 30-yard line. You could tell he was limping a little bit. He's been playing with a hurt ankle for a few games now, but Caleb Gray is a gamer. He's in a three-way tie for the career interception list for Russellville. He's tied to Andrew Tryon and Steiger. He's still got a few games to try to break that record. 2nd down and 3 for the Cyclones. Whitford going to play action. He's got a man open. It's Graham. And, just out of his reach on the slant pattern, the skinny post. He would have scored had they made the connection. It'll bring up 3rd down and 3 for the Cyclones.
Yeah, I had 2 defenders back there, Lake Hamilton did, but Graham had got past them.
Yeah.
Had a couple of steps on them.
We'd heard if there was a weakness, it is in their secondary. We'd heard that. And Russellville threw for 176 yards just in the first half. And they've been able to take what they want, take what the defense has been giving them, and they've been very patient with it. Here they need to convert. They need a 1st down. 3rd and 3. Burnett in motion, goes behind the quarterback. They'll give it to Donahoe, and he's hit in the backfield, but breaks that tackle, plows forward, but he's going to be about a yard shy of the 1st down. Needed the 33, and he got the 32. Did a good job just to get those 2 yards. And I know Weaver likes to go for it on 4th and 1, but on your own 32, I don't know. Hey, he's thinking about it.
They're looking it over.
Yep, they're looking to see how close is this one, they're gonna measure it. I think he's short, but it's they didn't measure when it was about the length of the football in the first half, and they're measuring here, so that's giving me hope. But I just don't think he got it. Hope I'm wrong. And Weaver standing right there. He's going to get a good look at it as they bring the chains from the far side. 10:37 left to play 3rd quarter. Russellville trailing by 8, 29-21. Hands it to the official, and they'll stretch it out, and he might have got it.
I believe he did.
Boy, they're looking at it, and it is. It's a 1st down. How about that? I am glad to be wrong on that. And even when they stretched it out and put it down, they had to look at it. It was that close.
He got it about the thickness of a piece of paper.
Yeah, the nose of the football is at the 33. We'll take it. It's the 15th 1st down for the Cyclones in this ball game. Russellville on the left hash, looking over at Coach Farr, their offensive coordinator. Bring a man in motion. That is Donahoe, fake to him, and Whitford's going to keep it himself, and he's going to be dropped for about a loss of a yard, maybe a yard and a half.
Well, I think that was a set play. That wasn't a busted play, and that went nowhere. Lake Hamilton was ready for that, and he tried to go up the middle, and they just sealed it up.
Yeah, lost about a half yard. 2nd down coming for the Cyclones. Lake Hamilton scoring on the first play of the second half. A 70-yard touchdown run. They lead it by 8, 29-21. Braden, play action pass. He's going to roll to his right, looking downfield. Everybody's covered up. He stops, comes back left, trying to break a tackle. He does. He's at the 32. He's got some room. He's going to tuck it and run at the 35 and breaks a tackle there and gets to the 40-yard line. He broke a couple tackles just in the backfield.
Well, I was afraid he'd put that ball down on the ground.
Yeah.
Looked like he was slipping.
But he kept his balance. Instead of being dropped back at the 28, he gets to the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup. Russellville looking at 3rd down and 3. 9:18 left to play 3rd quarter, trailing 29-21. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. They'll bring a man in motion. That's Brady Burnett. They'll give it to Donahoe running right side. He takes on a lick, and he can't get any more than that. They'll give him the 41. So he needed 3. He got 1. This may be too far for them to go for it right here, but we'll see. Hey, good spot. They gave him the 42, so it's 4th and 1.
I think you got to. I
think you have to too. And Russellville, I tell you, it's looking better and better now that I'm getting a good view of it. It's right at a yard. And Russell bringing in their heavy package. Sometimes they throw out of here, but they got Trey Potter, number 16, in the ball game. Play clock down to 13 seconds. You don't want to burn a timeout here. They're looking. Also in the game for Russell, number 23, Carson Smith. And they're going to be a couple S-backs up there with Donahoe right behind the quarterback. It's going to be a toss sweep to Donahoe, and he breaks a tackle, and he's got the first down. Looked like he was going to be wrapped up back at the 40, and he just slipped that tackle, got to the 44.
That was all Donahoe. That wasn't anybody else but him. He was the one who got that first down.
Well, he got that. Russell will take it. Getting the first down, keeping this drive alive. Trailing by 8. They have the ball at their own 44-yard line. 8:13 left to play here in the third quarter. Donahoe now 17 carries for 54 yards. Does have a touchdown on the night. He's to the left of Whitford. The wide side of the field's the right side. They got a screen pass set up over there. Brady Burnett catches it and is drilled back at the 42. There was nobody out there but a defender, and he put his shoulder pad in the gut of Brady Burnett. Good to see him hop right back up. It's a loss of 2 on the play. Second down and 12.
You may see them come back to that and just fake that pass and let Brady break down the field.
Yeah. Well, they had 2 other receivers over there, and sometimes they run them as blockers, sometimes they run them deep. And that time they did. They ran them deep. Burnett's going to be the inside receiver over here on the left side. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Empty backfield. Now a man comes in motion. That's Donahoe. They're going to run the option play and going to pitch it. Now it's a free ball. It's going to be picked up by Brady Burnett. Back, losing yardage back to the 35, but a good job by Brady being Johnny on the spot there, because that was an option play, and it was pretty much blown up from the beginning, and probably ill-advised pitch there, but Burnett comes up with it. Gives Russell a chance, even though it's going to be third down and 18. That could have been disastrous because Lake Hamilton, they had their eyes on the scoop and score, I think. Russell with the ball at their own 36. They need Lake Hamilton's 46 for a first down. 9 seconds on the play clock. Whitford, play action. Going to step up in the pocket, and he's going to heave it downfield, and he's got a man open. It's Burnett. Oh, out of his hands. Had it and lost it. He would have had the first down. That was at the 30-yard line. And Russell going to have to punt here on 4th and 18.
Well, that just proves that the defense for Lake Hamilton cannot stay with our receivers.
No. That was a good job by Whitford, who took a lick as soon as he let go of that ball. Did not affect the pass. And now Russell going to call on Ben Hallmark, to punt the football away, and then they need something good happen from their defense. Low snap. They don't come after it, though. It's a low, wobbly kick. It's going to hit at the 36 and take a Russell Cyclone bounce. Hit the 36. It rolls. It's inside the 20 now. Russell saying, let's go. It gets down to the 17 before it's finally stopped. So a punt of 47 yards. Good punt by Ben Hallmark. Russell's going to need every yard they can because Lake Hamilton, they've been able to strike quickly. 6:26 left to play here in the third quarter. Russell trails 29-21.
We need a turnover right here.
Yeah.
We need to stop them.
Russell's come up with 7 fumbles on the season, 5 interceptions. I don't think Lake Hamilton's not the type to give up an interception because they don't throw the ball very much. In fact, they've not thrown an interception all year. However, coming in this game, their quarterback had only thrown 11 passes. And they're going to give it to Miller on the sweep. He's running far side. He's across the line of scrimmage, gets across the 20 to the 22.
And number 43, Ty Hips, in on that stop.
They give him the 21, so he'll pick up a 4 on the play. They're having their way running the football, and you think, well, they might throw it, but you guard against that. But really, it's the run that's they've had one big pass play. That's it, 37 yards. Everything else has been on the ground. That's 90 yards on 7 carries for Miller. Second down, and here's Tevin Woodley, and he stopped at the 25-yard line. That last play has gone for 2 big touchdown runs. Russell finally stopping it, but it's bringing up third down and 2 for the Wolves.
Yeah, that was Dalton Hallmark that made the stop. Instead of going off his right guard, he went off his left guard. Woodley did, and the success has been right off the right guard.
Well, they need the Cyclone 27 for a first down. They shift once again under centers. Bearden, the quarterback. He's going to turn and hand it to the running back, and Russellville going to string it out. However, he gets positive yards to the 29. Maybe it may get to 28, depending on which spot you look at. It's going to be enough for the first down. And that is number 4, Kendrick Martin. It's a first down for the Wolves. Martin, who doesn't carry the ball much, come in this game with only 31 carries. He's carried it 3 times for 56 yards. Did have a big gainer on one. First and 10 for the Wolves. They lead at 29-21. 5:03 left to play here in the third quarter. They're taking their time. I think this has been the one time they've taken their time on this, and they're going to line up with a 2 wide receiver look and now the shotgun. And they moved.
Yeah.
With the high snap, they were going with the sweep to Miller, and they jumped. That was, tell you, if you're going to jump, you can't do it on the edge, and it's obvious. The official gets that one, 5-yard penalty. I think that's their second procedure penalty of the game. Bring up first and 15. But you had to think, without a shotgun, 2 wide receivers, you had to think that they were going to run the football because they'll try to trick you with the little rollout pass, but they're not usually going to come straight forward out of the shotgun when they don't need to. Quarterback Bearden ran over to the sideline, get the play, and he's back in. They're going to do the same look. First and 15. You think they'd run the same thing? Miller is to his right. Bearden, and they are going to give it the same thing. He's hitting the backfield, breaks that tackle, gets across the 25 to about the 26-yard line.
Yeah, Trey Potter, number 16, is the one that hit him in the backfield first.
He's second down and 12. Potter coming into this game tied for second on the Cyclone defense in tackles with 47. He's tied with Christian Salazar. Ty Hips leads the team with 59 coming into this game. Under center is Bearden on second down and long. He's going to turn and have it. Ball's on the floor, or on the grass, and we got it. Tevin Woodley had a chance at it and it slipped out of his hands.
Number 61, Trayvon Traylor got it.
Woodley dropped it, and then he fell on it. As soon as he fell on it, it squirted out of his hands. Okay, they said they got Eli Tolan on it.
No, it's number 61.
Well, they'll get it corrected if that's true. Okay, so Russellville recovering the fumble at the 25-yard line. The Cyclones make it the 26. Russellville in business at the Lake Hamilton 26. They're going to give to Donahoe on the counter play. He's at the 20, and he's brought down by a horse collar, I believe. Well, maybe it wasn't because the official right there doesn't throw the flag. The fans wanted it. I thought it was, and Donahoe's down.
Oh, yeah.
The fans, I mean, unless I didn't see it, but if I didn't see it, a bunch of fans didn't see it either. We're getting the turnover, but all attention has been paid right now to Damon Donahoe.
Yeah, Coach Weaver's letting them know they should have thrown the flag.
Well, it happened right in front of the official. That's why he's like, okay, well, maybe it wasn't, but
it's the same official.
That's
missed a couple.
You know, there's a lot of people that saw the same thing that we thought we saw. So, hey, it's either a blown call or he saw it clearly. Let's just put it that way. And I'm sure we can see it later. We don't have instant replay up here, but like I said, more importantly, Damon Donahoe down, and usually the reason why the horse collar is illegal is because it can lead to a knee injury. And not saying that's what's happened here, but they are looking at the lower half of his body and working that. Looks like they're working the right either leg or knee. He did pick up 9 yards on the carry.
I'll tell you something that's real classy. We had the trainer for Lake Hamilton come across the field, and he's out there at the head of Donahoe holding him steady. So I thought it's a class act.
Absolutely. Now Lake Hamilton trainer is holding the left knee of Donahoe, and our trainer was looking at the right knee, so I'm not sure what's going on. And again, it's all speculation right now. We just hope, forget about the game. I don't want him to be injured, miss any time, anything like that. That's Damon Donahoe, who just picked up 9 yards. He's got 63 yards on 18 carries tonight. And we're going to take a quick break, John, if that's all right. Russell trailing 29-21. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
How many times have you had to go without your heating or your air unit when you needed it most? Your family's freezing or sweating and they look to you for relief. You call someone and they say it's going to cost an arm and a leg to fix. Do you really feel like you have a choice? Well, now you...
That was a 9-yard gain, 2nd down and 1. Just inside the Wolves.
An opinion from a guy you can trust to take care of you and your family and get that unit running without all the extra charges. Arkansas.
Back to action. He did walk off under his own power, but being looked at. Russell on 2nd and 1. Whitford rolling to his right, throwing for the end zone, and is off the hand of Brady Burnett. And he stuck his left hand out there, was able to get a hand on it, but not much to bring it in. That play was only going to be caught by Brady Burnett. They bring up 3rd down and 1. And again, we're worried about Damon Donahoe. And I'm looking for him on the sidelines. They don't have the training table down here, but I didn't see him walk off to the locker room. So
he's sitting down there.
All right.
Like some little portable table or something.
Okay. Okay, I see it now. It's more closer to the stands. There he is. Well, I hope it's nothing serious. Russell looking at 3rd down and 1. Little counter play. This is Latrell Thomas, and he's stacked up. He's going to lose a yard or two. Be marked back at the 19-yard line. Boy, you just feel like the air went out of Russell's offense when Donahoe went out of the game there. Russell looking at 4th down and 3 here, trailing by 8. And they're going to bring on Tristan Wheelis, who's going to try the field goal. This would be a 36-yard field goal. Wheelis has the leg for it. His longest of the year is 30. He's 3 of 5 on the season. They can put it down. Okay, it's going to be put down right at the 25. So it'll be a 35-yard attempt. It's definitely long enough, and it is good. Cyclones kick the field goal with 2:50 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Russellville trails 29-24. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
How can I help you?
Can you turn on the porch light? I can't see anything.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
Not every innovation is helpful, but the new ITMs at First State Bank can help you achieve your banking needs at the push of a button. Interact with local tellers, cash a check, and more, right from your car. Plus, ITMs are open weekdays from 7 to 7. To learn more about State Bank's new innovative services, go to fsbitm.com.
Well, Russell's defense comes up with a fumble. Russell can't turn it into a touchdown, but they do turn it into points. They go 8 yards in 4 plays. Tristan Wheelis kicking the 35-yard field goal, his longest of the season. The drive took 57 seconds. Russellville cuts into the Lake Hamilton lead and trails by 5, 29-24. But we remain concerned about Damon Donahoe, who went out with that injury on what we thought should have been called the horse collar tackle. And the only reason I say that, not to bash the officials, but saying when you brought down by the horse collar, that's kind of how he went down, and that knee just buckled, and so you're hoping that it's not a serious knee injury. But he is over here on the training table, and the entire offensive skill players is over there to check on him. On the kickoff, Russell can kick it near the out of bounds, but it's going to be picked up, dropped, and the ball's still live. The ball's still live inside the 10. Did Russell get it? Cyclones are celebrating on the sideline, but the only thing that matters is did they come up with it? It's inside the 10, and now no celebration for Russellville, so I think Lake Hamilton might have come up with it.
Yeah.
It's recovered by the Wolves at the 6. I think they fumbled that 3 different times.
That was close.
Russellville almost got the second break of the game after the first on the fumble by Lake Hamilton. Russellville trailing 29-24 with 2:38 left to play, 3rd quarter. Lake Hamilton inside their own 6, but awfully dangerous to break one from anywhere on the field, especially here when you know they're probably going to run it here. Quick hitter with Woodley, breaks a tackle. He's at the 10, breaks another tackle, gets to the 15-yard line, picks up 9 on 1st down just like that. And that quick hitter, Russell's only stopped it once, and it's been broken free for 2 long touchdown runs. And right now, Russell just doesn't have an answer for that. I'm sure if they make an adjustment, and Lake Hamilton may make one there, so it's like a chess match. 2nd down and 1. Lake Hamilton taking their time in their huddle. Clock rolling, 2:08 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Russell trailing by 5. There's the give
There
again
it
of
is.
the quick hitter, and he's broke free. He's at the 30, 35, breaks a tackle there, and hit from behind. A late flag coming in as he's brought down at the 39-yard line. We'll have to check the status of this flag. It's right now it stands as a pickup of 24 yards. Cyclone player is down on that far side, and that's Trey Potter. And he's up walking around, but he's in some pain, and he's favoring that right arm. It's going to be I didn't see what the call was. It was a personal foul against Russellville, and it was against the Cyclones because they were marking it off. 15-yard penalty, and it'll be put down at the 46-yard line of the Cyclones. That's their third penalty for 24 yards, and it'll give Lake Hamilton a 1st and 10 at the Cyclone 46.
I didn't see what happened.
Yeah, I didn't see it. It was at the tail end of the play, though, because it was tacked on at the end of the run, but the flag came in right at the end. And now we have a stoppage of play. 3 flags coming in. It's a false start, I believe. Yep, it is a false start. That's their third false start, and I guess that may tend to happen when you've been off a week. You got to knock some of the rust off. It puts them back in their own territory, but just at the 49. Russellville trailing 29-24. Minute 51 left to play, third quarter. And quarterback Grant Bearden. He's done a pretty good job of getting them in the right play and handing off. Doesn't really throw very much. Has dropped back a couple times, got sacked. I think he's got 1 completion on 3 attempts. He's under center here. They're going to hand it to Miller, running the sweep left side, and he's into Cyclone territory and back to the original line of scrimmage, a pickup of 5 on the play.
Yeah, first person to make contact was Ty Hips.
It'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Wolves. I'm sorry, 2nd 11. They mark him down at the 47-yard line, so not quite the original line of scrimmage. And Miller, well, that carries at 97 yards. He had over 100 yards in all 4 of his first games and had one a career night, I bet, last year against Russellville, 183 on the ground. Under center on 2nd down 11, Bearden. He's going to roll back to pass, pumps, nothing there. He's going to be flushed out of the pocket, rolling to his right. He's tuck it and run. He's going to get hit back at midfield, and that's where he's going to be dropped. Ben Hallmark, who's in the game with the was there, also Trey Potter. And who else was there? Dalton Hallmark. Yeah. He's switched back to number 64. 3-yard loss is 3rd down and 14. 43 seconds left to play third quarter. Russellville trailing by 5. Russellville brings on Jake Harrington, number 18, and runs off a player very quickly. Out of the shotgun formation, Bearden. Play action pass. He's got a man wide open. It's up for grabs. It's a jump ball, and the guy's wide open. He's got it at the 21-yard line and brought down at the 15. Number 20, Isaiah Clenny, was wide open, and that pass almost brought rain. It was straight up in the air and comes straight down. The only problem is Russellville couldn't close fast enough on that play.
No, that must have been a breakdown in the secondary because he was too wide open.
And they're going quickly here on 1st down. Out of the shotgun formation. They'll give it to Miller, running left side, and he'll get a couple yards inside the 15. And that might be the last play of the third quarter. And it is going to be unless they call timeout. They give him the 13-yard line. And after 3 quarters of play, our score, Lake Hamilton 29, the Cyclones 24. We'll take a break. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
Maybe you're moving some dirt around the house. Got jobs to do. Well, maybe you don't have what you need. River Valley Tractor has it, and they have great prices and great people. They treat people like you would expect to treat family. Kubota has you covered. Construction equipment, farm equipment, zero-turn mowers. Go by today and see the family at River Valley Tractor. 702 Weir Road in Russellville. Call them today at 968-3795. That's 968-3795.
For over 70 years, Old South Restaurant at 1330 East Main Street in Russellville has been faithfully serving the River Valley. Whether it's starting your day with a good old-fashioned breakfast or helping you make it through the workday with a hearty home-styled lunch, and of course serving your family with a dinner that would even make your mama proud. Old South Restaurants on Main Street in Russellville. We're here for you.
We're here for you, so come on by Old South.
as we start the fourth quarter. Russell trailing 29-24. And Lake Hamilton looking at second down and 8. And got a video from our buddy Philip Gray. It was a horse collar tackle that brought down Damon Donahoe. Looking at the video, it should have been called, and he's still in a trainer's table. On second down, they're going to give it to Miller, and he's going to be dropped for a loss back at the 16. 3-yard loss on the play.
I had a gain of Cyclones there, and he's down. Miller's down.
Yeah, and it doesn't make us feel any better, but it does make us like, how did we see that and everybody else see that wrong? So I was glad that, thanks, Mr. Gray, for sending us that a video of it. And, like I said, should have been called. And I just keep checking Donahoe, and it's sad because he's laying on the trainer's table and getting some comfort. Guys coming over, patting him, and Gabe Hogue over there right now, and giving him a little encouragement.
Well, what's sad about it, it happened right in front of the official.
Yeah, you just hope that it's nothing serious here. I mean, forget the penalty flag. That might have given Russell a chance to stick the ball in the end zone. And as we say that, we have, like you said, a player down. Miller's down for Lake Hamilton, and he's their leading rusher on the season. Not tonight, but on the season. He's averaging 154 yards on the ground per game. That's just amazing. He's had a 100-yard rushing game in all 4 of their first games. Remember, they've only played 4 games because they had last week's canceled due to COVID at Little Rock Parkview. And with that loss of 3 yards, he's back down to 96 yards tonight, but he is up walking off under his own power. Make the long walk back over to the Lake Hamilton sideline, and the Wolves are going to look at 3rd down and 11 from the Cyclone, 3rd and 10, as they put him down at the 15-yard line. And Miller just a junior. He was a sophomore last year when he had a great night against Russellville. So we have to deal with that guy another year. 9th grade team, big winners against Vilonia last night, 42-0. Only time they didn't score on offense is when they ran out the clock at the end of the game. They'll be back at home here on Thursday as they host Greenbrier. They're an exciting team to watch. 8th grade at 5:30, and 9th grade will begin at 7 o'clock. 3rd down and 10. Woodley's right behind the quarterback. We'll see if he gets the call. They're going to roll out. They're going to throw out, and it's going to be in and out of the hands of Woodley. He was open. I don't know if he gets the first down. He had a man in hot pursuit of him, but he definitely should have caught that.
Oh, it hit him right in the hand.
Yeah,
worst place you could hit him.
And they got a pretty good field goal kicker. They got trust in Alex Hurts, so they're going to bring him on, try to get this field goal back that Russellville got. Lake Hamilton leading at 29-24 with 11:32 left. Put the tee down. You can put it down anywhere you want. He's going to put it down at the 22. I mean, you don't have to take 7 yards. You can take more than that if you want to. It'll be a 32-yard field goal near the left hash. And Russell broke through and didn't block it, but it missed way left.
Wow.
Yeah, he missed this one way left. So he's 1 of 2 tonight. And Russellville dodges a bullet, and that goes as almost like a punt out of bounds. In fact, if you've ever watched Dardanelle, I've mentioned this before, they don't punt the ball. They line up for field goals, even if they're on their own 35-yard line, because it's kind of difficult to return. So it's like a punt that goes in the end zone, so Russellville will have it at their own 20. It's like a touchback. With 11:26 left to play here in the ball game, trailing by 5. Well, Russellville had been doing some running back by committee until Donahoe took the job, and he's been the starting feature back since. But they may go back to that. Right now it's Latrell Thomas. Donahoe looks to be out for the remainder of the game. 2 wide receivers to the right. One's in motion. That's Brady Burnett. Whitford back to pass. And nothing there. He's going to be flushed out of the pocket. Breaks a tackle inside the 10. He's going to throw it to Gavin Graham, but really he's just throwing it to the bench, and smart play. Graham was in the area, but that was a get rid of it, and let's go with 2nd and 10.
Graham was open at the start of that play, and I don't know if Whitford was wanting him to break on down the field or what. It looked like he was trying to motion him.
Well, it's a good job by him to just throw it away and live to fight another down. 2nd down and 10. Russellville trailing by 5. Plenty of time left in this fourth quarter, but they have the ball at their own 20. Another man in motion. Play action pass. Going to throw across the middle, and open is Graham. He's running laterally, breaks a tackle, stiff arm at the 24, and he gets the edge, and he's got the first down out of bounds just past the 30. That stiff arm at the 24-yard line propelled him for another 6-7 yards.
Yeah, and also he got a good block from Thomas on that linebacker to get those 6 or 7 yards.
Yeah, Latrell Thomas, number 7, coming in there, had taken the play-action fake and continued on. Sometimes the difference in a big gain and a short gain is a wide receiver block downfield. Ball at the 32-yard line for the Cyclones, trailing 29-24, 11:06 left to play the ball game. Braden Whitford out of the shotgun. Plenty of time, flips the ball in his hand. He's going to step up, and he's going to throw it deep. He's going for Gavin Graham, and it's going to be incomplete. We got pass interference, folks. And number 9 and number 18 was back there. I don't know which one hit him from behind. One hit him from behind, and he's very slow to get up. The other one, the free safety that came over, was playing the ball and had a chance to intercept it. And Graham is up, moving very slowly. Now it's just a 15-yard penalty, whereas this play happened around the 25-yard line of Lake Hamilton. And Gavin Graham's going to come off the field, but jogging off. He's going to have to sit out. He doesn't have to sit out, but he looks like he's going to sit out for a play.
You know, that happened to him earlier in the first half. We thought it was pass interference.
Yeah, Eli Tolan going to come in the game for him. He's going to be a receiver on the left side. 2 wide receivers that side is Tolan and Burnett. No, Tolan's going to be in the inside receiver over here with Stokes. Play clock down to 13. A check with me. 2 receivers to each side. Latrell Thomas to the left of Braden Whitford. Russell first and 10 from their own 47-yard line. Bring a man in motion. That's Tolan. Fake to him. Give it to Latrell right up the gut, and he's going to get into Lake Hamilton territory right at midfield. Leans forward depending on the spot.
Looking down at Donahoe, they've got some ice on his knee.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's going to
like I said,
stop any swelling.
Anytime it's a knee, you can almost fear the worst. We shouldn't be that way. We're very hopeful that he's going to be okay. 2nd down and 7 for the Cyclones. 10:27 left in the game. Play action pass. Whitford on 2nd down. He's going to throw it downfield, trying to go to Burnett, and it's incomplete. Well, he almost threaded the needle there. There was 2 people in there, but Burnett had split those 2. It'll bring up 3rd down and 7. Whitford now 18 of 31 for 186 yards. Struggled a little bit in this second half throwing the football. I think he had 176 in the first half.
I believe he did.
Yep. Brady's got 7 catches. That's the 12th time he's been targeted tonight. Russell looking at 3rd and 7, trailing by 5. Play action pass again. Burnett Whitford rolling to his left. Pass complete to Graham. He's got the first down. Dodges a man at the 40. He's down the left sideline, and he angles out of bounds. Smart play. Don't take a hit if you don't have to. And he's down at the 27. First down for the Cyclones.
Yeah, just a little swing pass out to the left side, and Graham did the rest.
Yeah, 23 yards on the reception, and Graham's over 100 yards receiving tonight. 7 catches for 105. 10:09 left to play here in the ball game. Russell trailing by 5. Now they have the ball at the Lake Hamilton 27-yard line. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. This time Whitford going to roll to his right. Looking downfield, nothing open. He's going to throw it. He's got a man open in the end zone. Touchdown! Oh, that's got to be a late hit. They nailed him out of bounds. They're not going to get the call, but it doesn't matter. Gavin Graham catches the touchdown pass. They let him go. He was wide open in the end zone. He was just backpedaling, saying, ball, get here. He caught it. Was nailed while he's in the end zone well after the play. But Russellville has taken the lead. 27 yards on the reception, and Russellville looks like they're going to go for 2 as they only lead by 1 here with exactly 10 minutes left. Band needs to calm down a little bit. They're playing right into the Cyclone offense. Whitford back to pass, throwing for the corner. It's going to be tipped and incomplete. Tipped, and Graham had another chance at it. He does not convert. Russellville doesn't convert on the 2-point conversion, but they do get the touchdown and take a 1-point lead. We'll take a quick break. 30-29 our score. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
Hi, this is Danny Hips, General Manager at Phil Wright Autoplex, and we know that some of our customers who buy from us because of our world-class brands, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Toyota. But we are proud that a whole lot of our customers buy from us primarily because of our trustworthy people. And for the past 45 years, we've been earning that trust one vehicle at a time. Order your new vehicle today at feelright.com or come see us at 3300 East Main in Russellville. Because if you haven't bought from us lately, it's because you haven't shopped with us lately. So come see us.
When I said band needs to calm down, I didn't mean that a shot against them. Russell was going for a two-point play, and they were going quick. They were trying to catch Lake Hamilton off guard. They caught everybody off guard, but just couldn't convert. But they do get the touchdown, and they lead by a point, 30-29. I think they were trying to catch Lake Hamilton sleeping, just a quick snap and a throw to the corner of the end zone. However, Russellville goes 80 yards in 6 plays after the missed field goal by Lake Hamilton. Whitford hits Gavin Graham on a 27-yard touchdown pass. A two-point play failed. It only took a minute 26, and Russellville is back up, this time by 1, 30-29. Again, going to kick it from the horizontal position. This time he kicks it right. It's to the 25, the 30, the 35, and I don't know if this is the same return man, Kendrick Martin. He runs into a pile and is still going forward past the 40 to the 42. He just ran into a pile, and the pile just kept moving, and they let it go.
I think that's number 4. Yeah, that's Kendrick Martin.
17 yards on the return. Russellville leads at 30-29, 9:44 left to play in this ball game. Well, Cyclones trying to make a bid, pull off the upset here. Under center is the quarterback, Grant Bearden. Return and toss sweep to Tevin. And Tevin's going to break a tackle at the 40. He's across the 45 and ridden down at midfield. The last time they tried a toss sweep to Tevin Woodley, they dropped it. But he catches this one and picks up 8 yards.
Yeah, Dalton Harmark is the one who had him, brought him down.
Ball's at midfield, 2nd down and 2. Woodley now, get this, 12 carries, 224 yards, and 3 touchdowns. He's going to sleep well tonight. Second down and 2. Again, this wing T formation. Just a few times they've gone with wide receivers and now the shotgun, but Bearden going to turn, give it to Woodley straight up the gut. He's got the first down and taken down after he gets about a yard extra. 3 yards on the carry. 1st and 10 for the Wolves at the Cyclone 47-yard line.
Gabe Ho, 34, was in on the stop.
First and 10 for the Wolves at the Cyclone 47-yard line. And there, I see Miller out there, so he is one of the running backs, but they're going to give a quick hitter to Woodley. He's inside the 45 to the 43.
Trailer stopped him. Number 61.
We gotta still need to get confirmation if Trailer is the one that got that fumble recovery. Russellville defense needs to, how about another turnover here? Lake Hamilton looking at 2nd and 6 from the Cyclone 43-yard line. Little shift here as Martin steps back and Miller steps forward. They're going to give it to Martin, running the right side. He's going to be taken down after a gain of 1 or 2. 2, because they'll give him the 41-yard line to bring up 3rd down and 4.
McMullen.
Yeah, Christian, who got the blocked extra point back in the first quarter.
Lake Hamilton's just taking their time, just running the little quick hits, gaining about 3 to 4 yards a whack.
Yeah, a little surprising they're taking their time, but I'm sure they're saying, hey, this is an important drive. But, you know, this is not going to be the last drive of the game because there's 7.5 to go. 3rd down and 4. And they're going to give it to Miller. He's running a sweep. He stiff arms a man back at the 45, but can't stiff arm anymore. And Ty Hips gets up after making the stop at the 43-yard line. So a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down and 6. And now, what do you do if you're Lake Hamilton? You trail Russellville by a point. It's 4th down and 6. That's awful long. I don't see them bringing on their punter. They may be going for it here. They need the Cyclone 37-yard line for a 1st down.
Quick hit on the right guard. Watch.
Bearden under center. And now it's a check with me. And they're going to call timeout. Well, there was 4 seconds on the play clock, so I don't know if they're trying to draw Russellville off sides. I didn't see a hard count, but maybe they're just wanting to think about it. We'll take a quick break. Russellville leading by 1 with 6:41 left to play in the ballgame. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, we're more than just tires. Consistent, responsive, honest and fair. What makes us different? We're the ones who care. Trust our experience to know what you need. Professional and fast, see what we mean. Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, we're more than just tires.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, 2304 East Main, Russellville.
Well, you never want to say this is the play of the game because you never know, that could always change. But up to this point, this is probably the play of the game, especially if they go for it. Lake Hamilton looking at 4th and 6 from the Cyclone 43-yard line. 6:41 left. Looked like they were going to go for it. They were under center. Play clock got down to 4 seconds, so they spent a timeout. I'm looking to see if 35 is in their huddle. That's their kicker. And I'm sorry, not 35, 91. Maybe that's why I didn't see him. And they are bringing him on the field.
Yeah.
Yep. Ivan Garcia. They're saying, okay, we think we can flip the field and make you go the long way. And Russell going to play a base defense. They are going to have Caleb Gray back there. He's going to be inside the 15-yard line, but Russell, they're going to look for the fake, I'm sure. They're just playing a base defense. Garcia going to try to kick it to the right side. He does. It's going to hit at the Cyclone 23 and bounce sideways. It takes a Russell roll back, and it's going to give Russell an extra 5 yards on the roll as it rolls back to the 28-yard line.
That's not what they expected, but that's a good break for Russellville.
Yeah, you just want to get inside the 20. He kicked it to the 28, so it's a 15-yard punt with no return, and Russellville has the ball at their own 28-yard line. Now, too much time to run time off the clock. There's 6:30 left, so you can't just try to milk the clock. You've got to just make first downs, move the chains. Don't focus on the clock. Don't focus on scoring a touchdown. Just move the chains. You move the chains, you'll score the touchdown that you need. Russellville leading by a point. 6.5 to go. Ball on the left hash mark at their own 28-yard line. Bringing a man in motion. That's going to be Burnett. They're going to give it off to Latrell Thomas straight up the gut. He's across the 30. He runs into a pile himself and goes forward. And they'll bring him down at the 33-yard line to pick up a 5 yards. You always like getting 5 yards on first down. Nothing wrong with that. Latrell just his 4th carry tonight for 11 yards. Come in for Damon Donahoe, who has his left knee wrapped. He is standing up now and just walking on it, but hobbling noticeably. But it's good that he's standing up. Russellville looking at 2nd down and 5. Play clock down to 17. Taking their time. 2 receivers to each side. A motion Latrell out of the backfield, so empty backfield. And it's going to be a quarterback draw. And Whitford's going to take on a lick, and he's got the first down at the 39-yard line. Well, there's a reason Whitford used to play linebacker. He's a big old boy. And, he's a big quarterback, but he's a linebacker, too, in middle school and junior high. And he gets 6 yards when he needed 5, and it's a first down for Russellville. 21 first downs in this ball game for the Cyclones. 338 total yards. And Russellville has rushed for over 100 yards. They've struggled in a running department this year. They only have one game where they've been over 100 yards. This is the second one. Should it hold? First down and 10 for the Cyclones. 5:18 left. Bring a man in motion. Whitford will fake it to Little Thomas. Throwing complete to Stokes on the far side. He's pushed out of bounds, shy of the first down marker by about a yard, I believe. That's good. Safe pass on a little out route. Yeah, he gets out of bounds, but you'll take getting out of bounds if he's going to pick up 8 or 9 yards.
Oh, yeah, it's a good pass. Good, safe pass.
That's the 4th catch for Stokes for 32 yards. 5:06 left to play in the ball game. Clock stopped. Play clock. And down to 22. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Thomas, the running back, to the left of Whitford. Little low snap. He's able to corral it. Gives it to LaThomas, and he started left. Cuts back right. Still on his feet. He's at the 45, at the 40. Breaks free there. He's at the 35, inside the 35. It's almost like people thought the play was over, and he just kept his legs moving.
Yeah, that's what it is. He just kept churning and turning and twisting, and he gained another 10, 12 yards.
19 yards on the pickup for Latrell Thomas, and Russellville has it 1st and 10 from the Lake Hamilton 33-yard line. We've been seeing this run into a pile and the pile moved. He broke out of the pile on that one. Good job, Latrell. 19 yards on that. You're going to give it to Brady Burnett on the fly sweep, and he's going to be dropped for a loss back at the 40.
Well, Lake Hamilton saw that one coming. There wasn't much you could hide that one. They knew what we were going to do.
Puts Russellville in a hole there where they had been gaining some. On first down, they got 5 yards, 9 yards. This one, they lose 7. So they're going to look at second down and 17 from the Lake Hamilton 40-yard line. Russellville leading by a point. Clock rolling, 4:14 left. They took over on this drive from their own 28 after the 15-yard punt by Lake Hamilton with 6:30 left. It's 4:06 left now on the game clock, 14 seconds on the play clock. Whitford back to pass. Little middle screen in and out of the hands of Stokes. That'll stop the clock with 3:59 left. That play's been successful for him to get some yards when they've hooked up. He's done that to Stokes. He's done that to Gavin Graham. And Russellville now needs a first down. They got to get to the 23-yard line of the Wolves for a first down. Caleb Gray going to check out of the game. In for him will be Gabe Hogue. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Stands on the far side coming alive. Trying to bother Russellville's offense. Rolling to his right is Whitford. He's going to heave it downfield. He's got a man wide open. Brady Burnett at the 5. Touchdown, Cyclones! 2 defenders back there, and they quit on the play, and Brady Burnett was wide open, catching it inside the 10 and easily walking into the end zone.
You're right, they actually quit. I didn't know if they thought that the pass was going to be overthrown or what.
3rd and 17, and Russellville hooks up for a 40-yard touchdown pass. Burnett catches it from Braden Whitford. And Russellville leads 36-29. They lead by 7. They're going to go for 2. An extra point would put them up by 8. They're going to try to make it 2 possessions here. Whitford out of the shotgun, play clock down to 8 seconds. 3 receivers to his left. He's going to turn, look to the right side, fires it. It's tipped and incomplete. So the 2-point play fails, but Russellville leads by 7, 36-29. 3:48 left. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
A solid roof for your business is key to keeping your employees' products valuables dry and clean. If you're experiencing roof leaks that are resulting in damaged equipment, stained ceilings, and walls, then don't let Mother Nature get the best of your business. The folks at E&F Roofing offer free commercial roof inspections, but their experience is priceless for your business, not to lose productivity and extend the life of your roof. So contact E&F Roofing today for a free commercial inspection at 479-272-4069.
Taking care of families. That's what the folks at C&D Drug Store downtown Russellville for more than 6 decades when it comes to all your pharmaceutical needs. When it comes to compounding special medicines, R.D. Walker and his staff are there to serve you. And most importantly, if you need delivery, if you need curbside pickup, you need C&D Drug Store on the corner of B and Commerce in downtown Russellville, a 60-year tradition.
Welcome back. The Cyclones lead it by a score of 36-29. We'll tell you what happened with that in just a minute. But first, we have the kickoff for Russellville. 3:48 left to play here in the ball game. Russellville going to set the ball up horizontally. And they're going to kick it off right up the gut. It's rolling inside the 40, inside the 35, and it'll be picked up by, I believe, Martin. He's at the 35. He's at the 40. And brought down at the 43-yard line. Check that was Cameron Raines. I got a little excited and started screaming and hollering. I got to stop that. No. Russellville on the touchdown. We'll tell you about that right now. Let me get to where the ball is at the 42. Okay, so Russellville, they go 72 yards in 7 plays in 2 minutes and 42 seconds. On 3rd down and 17, Brady Burnett catches a 40-yard touchdown pass from Braden Whitford. Russellville up 7. They decided to go for 2. It was an incomplete pass for Gavin Graham. Tight formation for Lake Hamilton. Time's getting short for them. Quick hitter, and Woodley straight up the gut. Positive yards. Gets about 7 to the 48-yard line. They'll stop him at the 48-yard line to pick up 6 on the play.
Trey Potter's the one who made the stop.
Second down and short. Little reverse, double handoff, and this is Miller. He's got the first down in Cyclone territory, brought down at the 45. You know, we'd seen that a lot last year. I think that's the first time we've seen the double handoff here.
Ty Hips made the stop. We saw him working on it pregame, but you're right, first time we saw it here.
At the 45-yard line of Russell, Lake Hamilton there, 3 minutes left. A quick hitter. That's, 3 plays there in Cyclone territory, 1st and 10. We need something good to happen. Back to pass is Bearden. He's going to throw it underneath. It's complete to Miller, and he's brought down at the 40-yard line to pick up a 5 on the play. Clock continues to move with the pass to Miller.
We have to watch that. Miller was wide open on that one.
Yeah, but you'll take your chances with him throwing it. Clock rolling, 2:36 left. They still have 2 timeouts, not using them yet. Bearden under center. And he'll hand it off this time to Martin, running right side. He's going to be cut down, stays in bounds, shy of the first down, inside the 40 to the 37. Pickup of 2 yards on the play. Boy, they're really good at lining up quickly, though, aren't they? And it looks like they're going to call timeout here.
No, we got a player hurt.
Okay. I didn't see it. Yep, okay, he's walking off. It looks like, that's Finley Golden.
Holding his arm.
Yep. He's holding his arm. It's just dangling there. He's holding his right bicep, and they tell him stop running. Can't be good for it, jarring around like that. It'll bring up 3rd down and 2 for Lake Hamilton at the Cyclone 37-yard line. Russell scoring a touchdown to go up by 7. Decided to go for 2 to try to go up 9. Instead of kicking the extra point, it would have put up Russell by 2 possessions. Did not convert. Lake Hamilton, and you never know. If they score here, do you think they'll kick the extra point, send it to overtime? You think they'll go for 2, try to win it? Hopefully we don't get to that point. Bearden under center, brings a man in motion on 3rd and 2. He's going to hand it off to Tevin Woodley. Got the first down before he's even touched. Breaks a tackle at the 30. He's inside the 30 to the 27. That's what you fear. Tevin Woodley's just been the workhorse tonight for Lake Hamilton. As he gets that down to the 27-yard line, he's got 249 yards rushing on 17 carries and 3 touchdowns. He's got to be tired. He's not going to carry it this time. It's going to be Miller running left side, breaks a tackle at the 26, and gets to the 23-yard line. Pickup of 4 yards on the play. 1:50 left. Clock still rolling. And Lake Hamilton going quick. They're huddling, but they're going very quick. 2nd down and 6. Lining up right now. Clock rolling. 1:41 left. Under center is Bearden. Bearden. Play action pass. Rolling out. Looking deep. Nobody's there. He's going to roll to his right. He's looking. He's being chased. He's going to throw it, and it's going to be batted down. Boy, that's very dangerous to force it in there. It was batted down by Russellville. And I think they were going to Woodley over there.
Gabe Hogue is the one who batted it down, and we were getting close to getting to Bearden.
Yeah, he was either going to have to run out of bounds or eat it, and I'm surprised he forced it in there. He'd kind of throw it near the general area, but he was actually trying to complete the pass. It stops the clock with 1:28 left. 3rd down and 6 for Lake Hamilton at the Cyclone 23-yard line. Russellville leading by 7. Under center is Bearden. He's going to turn and hand it off to Woodley, straight up the gut, and he'll get maybe a yard. Well, Trey Potter finished him off, but hitting him first, I think, was Carson Smith.
Yes.
And the clock is rolling 1:17. Now it stops as Lake Hamilton going to take a timeout. He stops him at the 22, a gain of 1, 4th and 5. I don't want to risk missing anything, so we're going to keep it right here. Russellville converted a 3rd down and 17 on a 40-yard touchdown pass from Braden Whitford to Brady Burnett. And Brady Burnett had gotten behind 2 defenders, and he wasn't backpedaling like Gavin Graham was on his touchdown reception, but it was close. He was drifting around the 10, and I could have run in the end zone. He was that wide open, maybe, from where he caught it at about the 8 or 7 yard line. Right now, Russellville leading 36-29, trying to pull off the upset. It's a play of the game right now. 4th and 5 for Lake Hamilton at the Cyclone 22-yard line. After the timeout, we have 1:17 left. Clock will start on the snap. Bearden under center. Man in motion is Martin. He's going to turn, toss sweep to Tevin. And Woodley is going to be hit. He breaks a tackle there, and he got the first down, and he's got inside the 15 near the 11. Boy, Russellville just couldn't get to him. It looked like we were going to get him slowed down, but he just kept picking his spot there, and he gets to the 11. A 11-yard pickup. That gives the Wolves 1st down and 10. Clock rolling now, 1:02 left. Bearden under center. He'll turn and hand it off to Woodley, straight up the middle. He's inside the 10 to the 6. That's a pickup of 5. Second down and 5 from the 6. 47 seconds left. Clock rolling. They only have one timeout left. They're lining up right now. Under center. Bearden going to turn, and let's see, flags fly. We got a false start against Lake Hamilton. That'll stop the clock with 36 seconds left.
That's about their fourth or fifth one tonight.
I think that's the fourth one, yeah. This time we didn't have 3 flags come in, just 2. It's going to put them back at the 11, so it'll be second down and 10 from there. Russellville, 19-point underdog against a number 3 team in 6A, hoping to pull off the upset, leading by 7 here. Lake Hamilton looking at second 10 from the Cyclone 11. Bearden under center. Toss sweep to Woodley, running that right side. He's inside the 10. He's inside the 5. He angles for the end zone. And let's see, he stuck the ball out. It was knocked from his hands. And
he stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, he stepped out of bounds at the 3. Okay. Stepped out of bounds at the 3. It'll bring up third down and short. If they give him the 3, it'll be third down and 2. And that's what they do. They put the ball on the right hash mark on the 3-yard line. Third down and 2. Clock stopped with 22 seconds left.
Third down and 2.
Ball on the right hash mark. Cyclones leading by 7. Third and 2 from the 3-yard line for the Wolves. Bearden comes under center. He'll turn, and he'll give it on the counter play here to Miller, and he's hitting the backfield, but breaks that tackle. He's in the end zone for the touchdown. Miller gets into the end zone for the touchdown, and now decision time for Lake Hamilton. Do they go for the tie with 17 seconds left? Do they go for the 2-point? And they're running on their special teams. Now they still could probably run a fake here. We've seen it happen against Russellville a few times.
Well, I was going to say, Bear Bryant, what are you going to do? You going to go for the tie?
And they're going to go for the tie and play for overtime. Hurts, the kicker, had one blocked. His first one missed this year. Russellville going to come in. It's going to be definitely long enough, and it's good. We're all tied at 36 with 17 seconds left. We'll take a break. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
The right roof starts with the right roofer. That's why you should trust Miller Roofing Company. They're not just good, they're great. Miller Roofing has been serving our River Valley since 1991. Choosing an established company ensures upfront quality and back-end support for your home or business. Did you know the average roofing company lasts only 4 years? Mature, proven, and established companies carry the least risk, and that's what Miller Roofing's all about. Get your free estimate today by calling 479-890-3499 or visit miller-roofing.net.
Welcome back. Well, that's just enough time for them to tie the football game, turns out. Russell had scored the touchdown, decided to go for 2, didn't get it, was up by 7 with 3:48 left on that scoring drive. Lake Hamilton ties the game, and we'll give you the scoring totals here in just a minute from that drive that tied the game. Thinking that they might go for 2, feeling like they might could get 3 yards, but the offense like theirs is going to be good in high school overtime because you only need 10 yards. On that scoring summary, 58 yards in 12 plays. Owen Miller, a 3-yard touchdown run. The extra point by Hertz was good. We're all tied at 36. In high school football, you put the ball at the 10 instead of the 25 like in college. You got 4 plays. Hertz going to kick it off. Russell has 17 seconds and 3 timeouts. We'll see what they want to do here. Long end-over-end kick. It's going to be fielded by Gavin Graham at the 4-yard line. He's across the 10, the 15, waiting patiently, now running laterally, running back to the 10, trying to get to the wall. He's across the 15, and he's going to run out of bounds there with 8 seconds left. Well, Russellville, we'll see if they want to take a shot here, or do they just want to take a knee and play for the overtime. You certainly don't want a turnover. And when you're on your own 15, with only 8 seconds left. Russellville tied with Lake Hamilton, 36-36, with 8 seconds left. And I think Russellville's just going to take a knee, unless it's some sort of trick play. Yeah, they're in their victory formation, so it looks like they're just going to take a knee and play for overtime. And that'll be it. So We're going to have some more football here, folks. We'll take a 30-second break, come back with the overtime period. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
Hey guys, this is Carl Kirtley with Centennial Bank, and we love tailgates, pepper alleys, and Friday night lights. The new school year is here, and nothing brings a community together like football. Now more than ever, Centennial Bank is proud to cheer all the student athletes in the River Valley. Centennial Bank believes the teachers, administrators, and staff of our local schools help make our communities great, and we applaud their persistence, preparation, and hard work during these difficult times. Centennial Bank invites you to be a part of this great tradition and show your support this season. Now let's go play some football. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
Well, we haven't played an overtime game in a while. We're about to play one now. Russellville tied with Lake Hamilton 36-36. Lake Hamilton tying the game with 17 seconds left.
Going out for the coin toss is that's Gray.
Yep. Caleb Gray, and what it is if you win the toss, you can pick whatever you want. You can pick to be on defense first, offense first, and the other person gets the pick at where they want to go in the coin toss. And usually you want to go on defense first because you want to see what you have to get. Looks like Lake Hamilton, I don't know, I can't tell. They're talking to Lake Hamilton right now. They're pointing down toward the end zone where the concession stand is, but I don't know who won the toss.
They never did say.
Yeah, he never did say. He just pointed Russellville and pointed down that way. So he's talking, okay, so Lake Hamilton's going to get to go first. That's what it is. He finally did. Because now if Russellville, they can actually want to play defense or go on offense on the other side if they want to. When you're on offense, you get to pick which way you want to go. So what it is you get 4 plays from the 10-yard line. Then the other team gets 4 plays from the 10-yard line. If it's still tied, you go to another one. You don't have to go for 2. A lot of people you'll see will do that. Siloam Springs defeated Van Buren in overtime by scoring a touchdown and going for 2, going for the win, 43-42. You can also get to pick where you want the ball on the 10-yard line, and Lake Hamilton wants it in the middle of the field. So clock does not matter. The only clock is the play clock, and it hadn't even started yet. Now they started, but Lake Hamilton's ready to go. From the 10-yard line, 1st and goal. Bearden under center. He's going to turn and give it to Woodley straight up the gut, and he's inside the 10 to about the 5. 5-yard pickup.
Ty Hips made the stop. I think we're going to see 2 more running plays.
Yep. Why would they throw it? Maybe 3 more. Who knows? They might go for it. On 4th down, and Russellville shuts them out, depending on where the ball is. 2nd down and goal from the 5. Russellville needs tackle for a loss here. Bearden's going to give it to Woodley. He's hit at the line of scrimmage and drugged backwards. They might give him forward progress to the 4, but he was drugged back by the jersey there. That's almost as good as a tackle for a loss. Nope, it's no gain.
No gain.
Yep, 3rd and goal from the 5.
I think Trey Potter hitting first.
Boy, they're pounding that middle of our defense.
I may be wrong, and I'll gamble, but I figure number 25, Woodley's going to get it. Miller's back there, too, so he may be the one, and they are going to go with Miller rolling to the right, and Russellville going to cut him down. No, he's going to break that tackle at the 6. He goes forward to about the 3, so good job by Russellville. Looked like we almost could have had him at the 6-yard line.
You can't hit him and expect him to go down. You got to grab him.
Okay, so now they got a decision. It's 4th and goal from the 3. And Russellville might have pushed him back far enough, kept him back far enough. They might want to kick the field goal here, but no, looks like they're going to go for it. 4th and goal from the 3-yard line. Ball on the right hash mark for Lake Hamilton. Here in overtime, and Russellville just jumped off sides.
Oh, good grief. No.
Yep, and it's going to be half the distance penalty, so it'll be technically the 2-yard line, but it's going to be, nope, they're going to give it the 1. I'll say it should be 2 because it'd be the 1.5.
No, we didn't need that.
Yeah, it gives them an extra yard. Overtime period. Lake Hamilton with the football. They have it 4th and goal from the 1, and now you know they're going to go for it. From the 3, it was like, well, do they kick the field goal here? They're definitely going to go for it here.
Woodley up the middle. I think we've got to look for that.
Well, we can look for it, but so far it's been really tough to stop because that guy's built like a truck. Bearden the quarterback. He's going to give it to Woodley, running at right side. He's in the end zone for the touchdown. Now, do they kick the extra point or do they go for 2? And it looks like they're going to kick the extra point. Well, I really thought when they were at the 3, I really thought they might be kicking the field goal, but they were going for it even with the offsides penalty against Russellville. This is Hertz on to try the extra point. Russellville got through but didn't block it. Boy, they almost blocked it. The extra point's good, and so Lake Hamilton with a 7-point lead. And so Cyclones now will take over a first and goal from the 10-yard line, trailing by 7, 43-36. Mountain Home leading Van Buren 49-37 with under 2 minutes to go. Cyclones scoring with under 4 minutes to go up by 7, went for 2, didn't make it. And then Lake Hamilton went on to drive and scored with 17 seconds left, decided to kick the extra point. I shouldn't be shocked by that because Lake Hamilton probably feels like they're the better team in the long run, don't want to put it all on one play. Russell scores here, they might be going for 2, who knows, but let's just stick it in the end zone first, then worry about that. First and goal from the Cyclones at the 10-yard line. Latrell Thomas getting it running to the left, and he'll get inside the 10 to about the 8-yard line. Again, Damon Donahoe was brought down by a horse collar tackle and injured his knee. He is walking, but his left knee is iced. Cyclones trailing by 7. We're in overtime. Second down and goal from the 8-yard line. Ball on the left hash mark. Whitford moving Latrell Thomas to his right. 13 seconds left. Whitford out of the shotgun. Play action pass going to roll to his right. Looking, he's going to throw, and it's going to be batted down. Right back to Whitford. It's a completed pass, and he's brought down. Ball comes free, but Lake Hamilton trying to cover it, but they're going to say he's brought down, so a pass to himself, and it'll be third down and go. The tough part about high school overtime is at the 10, there's just not a lot of room to run around, and Russell's offense is hampered by that because they're not a short yardage team where it's built for Lake Hamilton. That's why I like the college the best, where you get the ball at the 25. Maybe high school should be the 20, not the 25. But Whitford with a completed pass to himself for a yard. Russellville has it third and goal from the 7-yard line. You got 2 shots here. You trail by 7. 2 receivers to each side. Latrell Thomas, a little confusion in the Cyclone backfield with 2 seconds left on the play clock. Whitford gets the snap. Play action, rolling to his left. Looking, going to throw to the end zone. Brady Burnett, touchdown Cyclones! Well, they converted on a 3rd and 17. Why not a 3rd and 7? The Cyclones down by 1, and they're going to go for 2. They've gone for 2 twice in this game, have failed both times. Both times they tried to go to the right side to Gavin Graham. Russellville going to go for the victory here, trailing 43-42. They're going to put it all on this play. They get the ball at the middle of the field at the 3-yard line. Now Russellville, Lake Hamilton going to call timeout. You get 1 timeout in the overtime period. Lake Hamilton using theirs right here. We're going to keep it here. I don't want to miss any of this action. How about that? Brady Burnett, again, getting behind the defense. Even though there's not a lot of room there, he got behind the defense there.
Well, the previous play, when the ball was batted back to Whitford, Brady Burnett was on the right side, and he broke across the middle. That's who he was going for and couldn't get the ball to him. This time he did.
The Cyclones trail by a point. In the first part of the overtime, Lake Hamilton scored on a 4th and goal from the 1. They kicked the extra point to go up 7. Russell on 3rd and 7. Whitford hooks up with Brady Burnett for the touchdown. That's a 4th touchdown thrown tonight by Braden Whitford, and Russell going to go for 2. As we said, they've gone for 2 twice tonight. Have failed both times. Hopefully the 3rd time's the charm. Russell trailing 43-42 in the overtime, going for the victory here. This is the play of the game. Whitford back to pass. He's going to throw. It's tipped. It's caught, and he's stopped at the 1-yard line. Ball game over. Lake Hamilton wins. Russell pleading their case. They thought they broke the plane, and they're not going to win the argument. The pass to Brady Burnett. They thought he broke the plane. And the officials not going to huddle. They're going to say ball game over. The Cyclones lose it by a point, 43-42. Tough way to lose the ball game.
Yeah, it is.
We'll take a break. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
Why trust River Valley Tinting and Glass? Well, River Valley Tinting and Glass is a family-owned business, and they take care of their customers like family too. So remember, your local auto, residential, and commercial glass and tinting company, River Valley Tinting and Glass. Check out their work on Facebook or call 890-5839 to get an estimate. Or you could always come by 2202 East 2nd Street to see all they can do for you. From a business you can trust, River Valley Tinting and Glass.
Cozy Furniture on East Parkway across from Comfort Inn and Suites loves and supports the Russellville Cyclones. Come in and see Joey and Dee, your local expert Tempur-Pedic dealers, and get the mattress of your dreams delivered to you free of charge. Check out Cozy Furniture on Facebook and Instagram or shop online at koziihome.com today. Visit the knowledgeable staff at Cozy Furniture for furniture, accessories, and your local expert Tempur-Pedic dealers in Russellville. Go Cyclones!
Are you having trouble deciding which Medicare plan will meet your needs? Is your mailbox full of mail from multiple insurance companies regarding different Medicare plans? Hi, I'm Mike Giroux. Finding the right Medicare plan doesn't have to be frustrating and confusing. Help is just a phone call away. Call Giroux & Associates at 479-857-2810 for an appointment and let us help you find a plan to meet your needs. We represent multiple insurance carriers and we will help you find a plan that is right for you. Call Giroux & Associates today at 479-857-2810 to schedule an appointment.
This is Dr. Christy Bartlett at St. Mary's Regional Medical Center. Our world has changed a lot in a short time, but your health and safety remain our number one priority. We have the supplies needed and processes in place to keep you safe. We've implemented visitor restrictions and we are reducing physical contact as much as possible. Patients and employees are required to wear masks for your protection and theirs, and your care team is screened daily. So don't wait to get the care you need. St. Mary's is here for you today and always.
When your loved one is faced with the challenge of losing their independence, it's best to have compassionate and personalized care that operates with integrity. Your family will need a resource that works with doctors to serve as a bridge between the healthcare facility and the comfort of your home. You'll need the in-home excellence provided by Trinity Home Health. Trinity Home Health has the highest satisfaction rates from their patients here in the River Valley. If you have a loved one in need, call 479-662-4040. Trinity Home Health. Compassion, integrity, excellence.
Welcome back. Well, a lot to recap there. Russellville gave up a touchdown on the first play of the second half. They trailed 29-24 when Lake Hamilton, 29-21. Lake Hamilton took a 70-yard touchdown run. Russellville came back, kicked a field goal to pull within 5. Lake Hamilton missed a field goal, and then the fourth quarter happened. Russellville went 79 yards in 9 plays. Russell went 80 yards in 6 plays. That's what it was. Whitford hit Gavin Graham on a 27-yard touchdown pass. Went for 2. It failed. So Russellville led by a point, 30-29. Russellville got the ball back, ate up clock. It did exactly what you wanted to do. They go score a touchdown with 2 minutes in 2 minutes 42 seconds with 3:48 left. Whitford on a 3rd and 17 hooked up with Brady Burnett on a 40-yard touchdown pass. They led by 7, 36-29. Decided to go for 2. The pass was incomplete, so they led by 7. It was just enough time for Lake Hamilton to come down and score. It took them 3 minutes and 31 seconds with 17 seconds left to play in the game. Owen Miller, a 3-yard touchdown run. They decided to kick the extra point, made it. It was 36-36, and we headed to overtime. The first drive in overtime, Lake Hamilton, took them 4 plays to go 10 yards, but on a 4th and goal from the 1, Tevin Woodley carried it in. The extra point was good. They led by 7, 43-36. Russellville on a 3rd and 7, Braden Whitford hit Brady Burnett on a 7-yard touchdown pass to pull within 1. They decided to go for 2, and the pass was complete to Burnett but did not cross the plane of the goal line. Depending on who you talk to, we couldn't see. We're far away from it. We've had somebody Texas say it was in. Some people say it wasn't. Not sure. But Russellville loses a heartbreaker here in overtime. In a game they were supposed to get drilled by 19 was the line, but they lose, but they did lose in overtime by a point. Your thoughts on the game?
Well, what can you say? I mean, you can talk about the officials if you want to, and there was questionable calls. One questionable call, one of our players got injured, which I think the call should have been made. It should have been a personal foul. But the other one, like you say, we could see from where we were at. I think the defense and offense of Russellville played an outstanding game. It was one of the best games I'd seen this year. And they played their hearts out. And so I had to brag on the players. They did a good job. They did what they had to do. They hung in there. Lake Hamilton's got a big offensive line. Those two guards, that running back Woodley, did a great job. It was tough to bring down, but at the end we stacked him up, and he didn't do as much damage as he did in that first half. But I thought it was a good game for Russellville. I think the big question is, what about Donahoe? How's he? What's the extent of his injury? And you want this young man to be able to play the rest of the year, and so we want a speedy recovery for them. But I just thought Russellville played a good game, both offense and defense, and you hate to lose one like this, but you can say he was in, or you can say he's not. I think the officials, I've seen worse, but I've seen a whole lot better.
Well, you look at the season for Russellville. They lost 21-17 to Southside, a 4-point loss there. They lost a 5-point game to Valonia, 28-23. Lost by 7 to Benton. That was within one score. Van Buren was the only one, and it kind of got away from them. They did lose big to Van Buren. But lose here when they were supposed to be just blown out, to be honest with you, against the number 3 team in 6A. So close, and Russellville had their chances, and you can look at that, and it can drive you nuts. But you also look at the flip side and say they played really well to get to that point, just could not convert. They had 3 2-point conversions. Any one of those go our way, who knows, especially that last one. Russellville decided to play for the victory there at the end and not prolong it. And, we were talking about that, or I was talking about that. First and goal from the 10-yard line in overtime period is tough because it is built for a running team. When you're a passing team, it really makes the field shorter. It's hard, but Russellville found a way, stuck the ball, got the end zone, and may have been thinking, hey, I don't know if we can hold them out any longer. We can play or lose it here on one play, and Russellville just came up a little bit short. Completed the pass to Brady Burnett. Officially, it goes inside the 1, and just unable to get that 2-point play. And if they get in, we're all happy, and now we're all sad as the Cyclones lose it by a score of 43-42 in overtime. We're going to take a final break and then come back and give you the stats of the ball game and then wrap it up. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
Thanks for listening to this EAB station for your football. This broadcast would not be possible without the support of our local sponsors like Tyson Foods. Today's Cyclone Live is exclusively sponsored by Tyson Foods. Keep it real, keep it Tyson. Whether you're listening in your car, online, or on your phone, no matter how you hear the broadcast, we're proud to be your home for the best in live football. And the next time you're at the store, remember our partners at Tyson Foods. Keep it real, keep it Tyson.
If you love quality pizza, Nonna Bella's Pizzeria, 717 South Arkansas will be your new favorite place. The dough and sauces are made daily with only the freshest and highest quality ingredients. Nonna Bella's has added many new toppings to meet our customers' discerning tastes. For the most original and fresh pizza in Russellville, remember Nonna Bella's Pizzeria. We're currently open for delivery and takeout. Order online at nonnabellas2go.com or call 479-317-1034.
Feltner's Athletes Corner half of half clearance sale is now in progress. Save half of half off footwear from Nike, Asics, Brooks, New Balance, Keen, and Chaco. Save half of half or more on apparel from the North Face, Columbia, Patagonia, Mountain Khaki, Kavoo, Under Armour, Nike, and many more. Feltner's Athletes Corner, 2320 West Main Street in Russellville. Open 9:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday. All sales during this special savings event are final.
Hey, it's Drew Mitchell for Lakeside Oral, Facial, and Dental Implant Surgery. Lakeside is really proud this year to be sponsoring our local sports all throughout the River Valley. They're committed to the area. It's just another way they show that. When you're in the market for dentures, wisdom teeth, or whatever the case may be, remember Lakeside Oral, Facial, and Dental Implant Surgery, and check out their website at lakesideofs.com. Lakeside Oral Surgery, helping make the broadcast of local sports throughout the River Valley possible.
Cyclones lose it here in overtime, and we're getting sent a video picture, and looks like he was in. I know that's not going to make it any better, but it looks like Brady Burnett might have been in on the catch and then driven towards the one, which Russellville failing on the two-point conversion in overtime on a very close pass play to Brady Burnett. And, of course, this picture's from a different angle, but it looks like he might have been in it. At least it was closer than what I thought initially. Russellville loses here in overtime. Score of 43-42. We give you the stats of this ball game. 512 yards of offense for Lake Hamilton. 404 yards of offense for Russellville. The Cyclones threw for 293 yards. That was Braden Whitford. 24 of 38. 4 touchdown passes for Whitford. He threw to Brady Burnett 9 times. 9 catches for 114 yards and 3 touchdowns for Brady. 8 catches for Gavin Graham. Less catches but more yards. He had 132 yards on 8 catches and a touchdown. Trenton Stokes had 4 catches for 32 yards. Damon Donahoe was the leading rusher before going out for Russellville. 18 carries, 63 yards, did have a touchdown. Whitford, 8 carries for 20 yards, and he also had a touchdown. For Lake Hamilton, their quarterback Grant Bearden, 3 of 7 for 78 yards. Tevin Woodley, 280 yards rushing on 24 carries and 4 touchdowns. Owen Miller, he was over 100 mark. He was 112 yards on 16 carries and a touchdown. Kendrick Martin had 4 carries for 52 yards. Russellville was 6 of 15 on third down conversions. Lake Hamilton was 4 of 11. Russellville 4 of 12 on fourth down conversions. Lake Hamilton a perfect 3 of 3. There was 1 turnover in the game. That was Lake Hamilton a fumble. Could have almost had another one on that kickoff that they fumbled around with inside the 6. I got to tell you, there's going to be a lot of woulda, coulda, shouldas on this one, on both sides even. Lake Hamilton, I'm sure they have some things that they think that they need to get fixed, some breakdowns in the special teams. Russellville able to block an extra point. The Cyclones, though, 3 times they went for 2 and failed